Amazing.
in this video.
Oh, brother. All right. Well, I think
4,000 more views.
hopefully it'll work right this time.
That's all I need. 4,000 more views.
Patriots are in control. I do not know if that is true, but we do have Oso and your friend. At
Your
least
friend?
they commented.
Is that your friend?
No, the Maker Man Jim, whoever that is.
Oh.
Our email popped up.
Hey. Whoever
Oh, boy.
that is, don't disrespect Maker Man Jim.
I'll disrespect him if I wanna.
I'll hurt you.
What? Why? Why would you hurt me? You would never do
you should
that.
not be mean.
I'll be mean to Jim Bean. Where are those white pieces?
Don't call me Jim Bean.
You're
The
not
white
Jim Bean.
pieces? The one is like right here.
No, but not that one. I thought you were supposed to secure this crap. I thought that was your job.
What?
Yeah.
I never asked you to do that.
Shut up.
Okay.
Why is this all mixed together? Why did you get this mixed together with my headset, dude?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Dude, look at that. That was all you.
How? How could I have done
Oh gosh, and it's plugged in the computer, so I can't even. It's actually getting more wound up. So instead of building, I thought I'd just untangle things today.
Let's
Whee!
go.
Put this on your head. No. I don't know. Put it on the bed. Do something. Help me out. Ugh.
I'm gonna look like an epic gamer.
Oh, there's the piece. Oh, there's only one. Where's the other one? Where'd all my pieces go? Help, help.
That's what you said just now.
Oh, brother. I'm so tired of not having the piece that I need right in front of me. Is that not the biggest problem with Legos, guys? Come on, guys.
The
Comment if
biggest
you relate
problem
with that.
with Legos is people like you who say Legos.
Hey, Callan and JoJo. That's right.
Hey.
Now, the biggest problem is when you're on a live stream and no one can see you.
The biggest problem is
Stupid. Getting everyone's
now that
phone.
I'm 13, you gotta get my streaming back so I can prove that I'm a way better streamer.
Yeah, you gotta prove that because no one believes it. Where is that piece?
My chat wouldn't be this dead.
Your chat wouldn't be this dead. Good lord. Yeah, sorry. But you're not even helping at all. You're not trying to help me find the piece that I'm looking for.
What piece?
This piece.
Oh.
Again, there's two.
Where? Oh, okay. Well then, you could have just asked.
No, you're supposed to be proactive. That's why I had you on today. Like, I didn't want to actually hang out with you. I just wanted you to be my proactive part helper. I want to see Josiah and Callan recreate the scene from the boathouse in The Godfather Part 2. So you basically want me to shoot my brother in the back of the head.
No, I'd shoot you in the back of the head.
Oh, shoot. Happy late birthday, JoJo. IDS says. Me and
Thank
Aiden
you.
Mogg chipped in for a present that's currently on its way to you right now.
What?
Aw, that's
Aw.
so cute. Thank you, Aiden
Thank
Mogg.
you.
Man, if Aiden Mogg, if
Thank
for
you,
whatever
IDS.
reason
Thank
that,
you,
that present
IDS.
doesn't come, then I'm going to be really upset with Aiden Mogg, I think.
Yes.
It's like...
Because IDS is cool.
Yeah, I mean, clearly I haven't heard this specifically, but I think IDS mentioned in a previous call that it was Aiden's job to actually get it sent out and shipped out. Oh, it's under the things. Whoops.
The chat is dead because we don't have IDS.
It's not dead.
On.
IDS is provided
IDS contributes.
Also, can
He's
you
the
not
only
creak that chair as little? Can you try not to creak that chair much?
Okay.
Maybe you should just stand.
Yes, Papa.
Yes, Papa. You're still not even in the camera view.
I know. Well, I will be. I think I am.
No,
I
you're
will
not.
be.
I can tell.
Okay, fine.
It's like your shoulder. Let me move this trash can.
We need IDS to tell us
That could be
more
behind the building.
about his life, about how he
It's
was
a joint venture.
raised by monkeys. Or
Hey, Lazar Marinovic says, Simun, is she? What is this spam? What are you saying, sir? I don't understand you. You gotta do better than that. We don't take kindly to mediocre comments. Whoops, I put it too high. I knew I did. Oh, brother. Alright. Well, Aiden,
Did you get the
if
vent?
you failed... Huh? What vent? Yeah, it's
Okay.
already up there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Gosh.
Alright, leave me alone, okay? I'm sorry.
This kid, man, he doesn't even know what he's
Did you
going
get
on
this?
with his head.
You're
I did
building.
that.
You're building out of order.
No,
That's cringe.
you're cringe.
That's
You're
true.
stupid. You're stupid. I'm glad you're streaming. I was so bored. I'm glad to entertain you, Avoki. We're gonna tell knock knock jokes for the whole hour.
He's gotta be
Knock,
really
knock.
bored to watch
Knock,
this stream.
knock. Knock. Josiah, I need your help here.
Okay. Hello.
That's not how you do a knock knock joke. You got it all wrong, dude.
I opened the door.
No, wrong. You say who is there. This is not a hard formula. This is
I'm
one
not
of the,
sick. I'm not a secure American.
This
I
is
just,
the time-tested formula.
I don't
Josiah.
care who you are. I'm inviting you into my house.
Ku Uman or K Uman. What are you saying, Trimat? Please give me clear things that you're trying to say, because I do not understand anything like that. That messes with my head when you say stuff like that, man. It scares me. Also, you trying to build what I'm trying to build?
What?
Dude, you can't try to build what I'm trying to build. Otherwise, we're gonna run out of pieces.
Well, why am I here?
You're the comic relief. You're the B plot.
But I'm not funny.
Oh, yeah, that is a good point. Shoot. Well, you gotta try your best, dude. Here. You find more of the pieces for that. There's a couple more of those things
It's
needed.
small, man.
And I will look over the chat because more comments are coming in. Is that JoJo? It is indeed. The 13-year-old young man. He's here. He's got a renowned 2,400 subscribers on YouTube. I'm rounding up because apparently he couldn't do it in 1 year. But whatever. He tried. But
Bro, I posted like 5 videos a month. Okay, this month. I mean, like, I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's true. It doesn't sound like a lot. It sounds like very little. So, and this month, really? February?
No, I mean, like,
You're a liar, dude.
in a month.
In a month. Yeah, well, not this month. This month you haven't posted a video. So,
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, that's right.
I posted more videos this month than you have, cringe lord. Knock knock, who's there? Greetings, Mr. LLF. We were trying to contact you about your car's extended warrant. And that's when I slammed the door in their face. It would be amusing for people to call me Mr. LLF. Like they would assume that's my last name. I mean, technically I'm sure that's happened in like dozens and dozens of spam emails to my Callan LF Gmail account. But
Mr. Loaf.
yeah, they call me Mr. LLF or something. I don't know. That's probably happened. Does that not feel real? Oh, here, yeah. I'm gonna get all these.
Probably not.
You know what?
I mean, like, why?
It feels real to me.
Okay.
I think it is real. I like Israel. Hey, happy birthday, JoJo. Axel Animation says. Are
Thank
you
you.
Aquarius? Are you asking about his like stupid birth sign or something? What are you, retarded?
That's mean.
It is mean, but if you
Yes,
believe,
I am.
You're an Aquarius?
I'm like water, I think. So, yeah.
But that's not how that works. It's like on your birth month.
Yeah.
But that's how the layered star signs, like Zorro. I think that's one of the star signs.
Yes, I am a waterbender.
Are you a Zorro?
I did one of those avatar tests against my better judgment,
Oh,
only to find
gosh.
out that I'm a stupid waterbender.
Wow. Wow, I bet you feel special, don't you?
Yes.
If Callan blinked 30 times in a row, my draw would drop. I could try. Oh no.
You messed it up.
Close enough. Whatever.
This is fun.
I tried.
My jaw would drop if you could say popcorn without moving your lips. Popcorn? Did you just what?
I did it.
It's not popcorn.
Shut up! It's the most valiant effort I can do. There's too much power in the P with the lips. I'm glad you experienced on these things, Jojo. You should be in the choir if you know such things. You're Nia?
No!
Josiah's the water girl. Nia.
No, I'm
That's why you made all your videos about Nia, you simp.
I did not.
You made like a bunch of Nia videos because you really love her.
No, I did not.
It's true. You made a video all about her season. You made
that
a video
was because I wanted views, and it worked.
Yeah, sure. It was really
It worked. It was my most popular video at the time.
The only people who let the stars tell
it got like 1,000 views in one night, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Bullets Motion says, silence the child. That's a good advice.
It got like 1,000 views in one night, and that was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's pretty good.
But no, it's not.
Oh, no, it's
my
not.
best is 1,000 views in 40 minutes.
That's pretty darn good. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I got that. In fact, the only time I remember even something close to that happening was when, oddly enough, when I did the one Mata thing on TTV. It got a lot of views pretty fast. But then it just leveled out because they have so much more interesting content than Mata.
Right.
Well, one mod episode anyway. Well, if no present comes in for JoJo from IDS, yeah, if nothing happens, we're gonna be ticked at you, Aiden. I mean, IDS did his part. You just gotta follow up on your part, dude. Come on. We all love Nia. Axel Animation says JK.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
But you do love Nia because you made all these simp videos about her. So
I'm not.
Your denials, they're not impressing me.
I'm not a simp.
Okay. Didn't you literally make a video where like you and your minifigure and Nia kissed? Didn't you do that?
I did not do that. Larson Legos did that.
Oh.
Because he is lame.
He's creepy.
He is creepy.
He's a creepy BioTube stalker. Because he should be in the Lego field, but instead he's stalked me and BioTube on occasion.
Well, he does like Bionicle.
Yeah, that's not a good excuse.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have all Lego minifigs and then you say I like Bionicle, yeah, you can shut up. That's my take. It's my opinion on the matter.
You're stupid. You are straight up stupid.
Callan, what are you saying?
You are straight up stupid. You can't do crap.
I can't do crap.
Gosh.
I can't eat crap. I can't eat crap.
Oh my gosh.
I want to eat poop.
How do you screw up this badly?
I did that. You did that part.
No, that's...
I did it right. You did it wrong.
No, that's...
Literally, I did this part.
No, I did this part.
No, I did that part.
I put it here.
No, I did.
No, you did not.
We'll check the footage.
We will.
We're going to find out I was right.
No, we're going to find out.
Because I'm always right.
Nuh-uh. Alright, check it.
And you're messing it up. Here's the thing. If I got it wrong, it's because I was building it for this one, and then you put it there first.
It's the same exact build, having 3. 1, 2,
yeah, 4, I did it that exact way.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You put it on wrong if you're messing it up. What type of chicken nugget is your favorite? Poop flavor. I really like eating poop.
You're disgusting.
Sorry. No, if we're actually talking seriously about restaurants, gosh, I really like the Chick-fil-A ones. McDonald's is pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
I like Wendy's a lot too. It's hard to pick a favorite. I know it's easy answer, but Chick-fil-A, their chicken is just, it's wildin', dude. So, yeah, I like their nuggets. I think it's just their chicken overall feels like a step above the rest. So, if you compare like genuine quality, I think I'm going to take the Chick-fil-A nuggets. But I'll eat any nuggets, man. I'll even eat the cheap $10 for $1.25 Burger King nuggets. I'll eat them. I have no shame.
What a flex.
Thank you. Y'all don't know what I've seen in Callan's DMs. This man has an unhealthy obsession for Rudaka for real. This is a lie, Blaze. You were the one sending me pictures of Rudaka's like friend that she had let like fall off a mountain because she was mean to him or something, and they were like both Steltnians or something. And then I was just like, well, here, check out these pictures of Rudaka in the centerfold. And then...
Whoa, you sent Rudaka pictures?
No, I didn't. I might
gosh.
I want to see Callan breaded with 7 herbs and spices, Oso says. You want to cook me and eat me? That's freaking rude.
You may say that I'm a simp for Nia, but you have Golly on your monitor background.
Well, yeah, but I have all the other Toa on my monitor background too, so shut up.
Well, I have the Ford Ninja on my channel banner, except for Nia and Lloyd, so shut up.
Yeah, so basically we all love men. Jojo loves Lego minifig men,
that's not what
and I
saying.
love Bionicle men.
No, that's...
Yep, that's exactly what you're saying. You love men, dude.
That's not what I said.
Sigh. Now who's the idiot? It doesn't even matter if we go back and look at the timestamp of, oh, I did organize it right.
That's because you would have seen that I did it right.
No, but it doesn't matter now because you've just proven that you're the bigger idiot.
No.
By other reasoning.
Okay.
By a different example.
Whatever, alright?
Whatever? No, for real, dude. This is the truth. Josiah literally just knocked off all the work we were doing, and now we have to restart from scratch.
I did, like, all of it.
Nope.
Yes.
I did it, like, 10% of it, so shut up.
10%?
Yeah, that's not all, so shut up. Josiah likes Lego minifigure men, Nikoni Films, quotes, indeed. I've got chicken nuggets. Anyone want some? Yeah, Nikoni, if you were in here in real life, I would take some, but... I actually have tons of Wendy's nuggets. Hey, David Lebner's here. Welcome. I have a lot of Wendy's nuggets in my fridge right now. And I didn't share any with my brother because I don't like him.
You had Wendy's chicken nuggets?
I didn't share them with you.
Nope. You're mean.
Haha. Well, you had tuna. So I was like, eat your tuna while I eat my chicken nuggets. Why is this important?
What is this contributing to the stream environment?
I don't know, but Callan craves Onua's 3-long black pin axle. I think you're saying something nasty, dude. And I don't like that Volts Motion. I don't like that one bit. You need to watch yourself with that kind of language. Nikoni is my greatest nemesis. It's true. David Lebner ended up winning the mod war for some arbitrary reason. Wow. Okay, so did you even try to fix it? Where's the bottom?
No, I don't know.
Did you lose the bottom?
Yeah.
Gosh. Again, you are the bigger idiot by far.
No, you. Did you just say body far?
By far.
You said body far.
No, I said
Guys,
Brett Favre.
Comment hashtag body far.
Brett Favre is my favorite. Wow, can you build like? What are you even trying to do? Are you trying to fix it?
What are you even trying to? What? No, you, huh? Yeah.
No, you. Oh yeah.
That's you're stupid. Ha ha ha. You're the bigger.
I was looking
idiot.
at it from the wrong direction. Shut up. No.
You're the bigger.
You let it fall over.
Either direction. You gotta see a space between. You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're
stupider.
You're stupidest.
You're stupid.
You're dumb stupid.
You're
crazy.
a dig stupid. You're a face stupid.
I would have one if I.
You're a fat stupid.
What?
You heard me. Fat stupid.
Callan, what's horse?
Also,
red
wait a second.
axles
Jojo,
or blue pins?
You literally skipped the part where you put an extra layer of plates down.
I did not skip that.
Yes, you did.
Oh yeah, I did. Well,
you're the one. Okay, actually, it's partly my. No, it's not partly my fault.
Yes, it is your fault.
No, it's not because I started putting these together, and then you started putting them on the top.
Yeah, well, that's still your fault.
No, it's not. We're bad builders and we're good at blaming each other.
Guys, comment hashtag Caleb's fault. Caleb is a nerd.
No. You can never comment that. That's a lie. It's fake poos.
I have not valid argument. I must send clown emojis.
You're a Synclana?
Clown emojis.
Yeah, dude, your face is a clone emoji.
You're a clone emoji.
You're a clone. You were always
You're
the
a clone of me.
You were always the clone. That's Spider-Man's iconic line. It's actually really awkward in the comics. They have this whole clone saga.
Really awkward.
Jodo, can I tell you something?
No.
I think you'll find it really interesting. Really, 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 really interesting.
Okay, fine.
So in the comics, they decided to have Spider-Man get cloned.
Yes.
And it's a guy named Ben Reilly, or that's the name he takes on, because it's literally just a clone of Peter. And like all sorts of shenanigans happen, but eventually they come to the decision that since Peter's in love with Mary Jane, he wants to settle down with her, and he's like, okay, well, guess what? You can be Spider-Man now. I'm gonna give up being Spider-Man for a bit. So and this was after the Ben Reilly one decided to take on the identity of Scarlet Spider.
Oh yeah.
And for whatever reason, even though it seemed like other than giving up being Spider-Man entirely, the other clone Peter, which was Ben Reilly, he took on the name Ben Reilly and he decided to be the superhero Scarlet Spider. In every other respect, so like, in both those respects, he's deferring. It's like, I'm not the real one, right? Like everyone knows Spider-Man, and instead I'm going by Scarlet Spider. And then there's also the identity of Peter Parker, but I'm going by Ben Reilly. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's sort of taking the L there. Like, I'm not the original, right?
Yeah.
But either way, in the comics, they were both like super insistent that they were both the original. Like he's like, well, I'm gonna take on this other identity, but I'm still the original, by the way.
What?
Yeah, like no, you're the clone. He was like, and Peter even seemed to believe it at a certain point. He's like, you know what? Maybe I was the clone.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So it's really dumb. But then what happens eventually is that they have the Green Goblin come back somehow, even though he died. And then he attacks everyone. He does a thing where he causes Mary Jane to have a miscarriage.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's something like that. And then, but the worst thing is that Ben Reilly, Spider-Man, Peter dons the costume again. Ben Reilly is also going by Spider-Man now because Peter, for the most part, quit. But Peter dons the costume again. He's helping him. And then the Goblin Glider is about to hit Peter, but Ben Reilly sacrificed. I think he jumps in the way and takes it and dies. And then his body turns to dust, which means that he was the clone. So then Peter's like, you were the clone. It's like, what? That's what you're gonna say now? Like you've gone through all this stuff with this guy. You've had all these different experiences with him. Like you've ultimately, even though you've had your disagreements in the past with essentially a clone of yourself, either way, it's like you have a lot of history at this point, and yet the first thing you're gonna say when the guy dies saving you is, "Oh no, you were the clone." It's really weird. I'm not even kidding. That's how they did it in the comics.
He came out on top because he came out on top.
I'm the real one.
Haha, screw you.
I know that I delivered that in the worst possible way, and I'm shocked that anyone's still watching this. But
screw you, me.
Oh, he mad. David is a nerd guy. Well, I guess they're entertaining themselves with their continuing war between Niconi and.
Well, Scarlet Spider. Well, there he is. There's Scarlet Spider there.
Yep. They've done other different stories
he was the clone.
Since then, so. Yep. Who knows what's the stuff now? I bet you now most comic versions of Ben Reilly aren't even him being a clone now. Now it's just a bunch of losers who are like, I want to dress up like Spider-Man, but I'm gonna do have an urban kick to it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
No.
You don't know what I'm saying?
I have no idea.
You should pay more attention to the words I speak. Hi, Nidiki, Blaze Bionicle. Callan, what is your favorite move of your self-mock you've ever seen? I assume he meant to write mock, but what is the favorite? Someone else made a mock of me, and what's my favorite version? I would say that one of my favorites was, I really liked Gringat did a really cool one back in the day. It just had some cool style to it. But there have been quite a few good ones. I think Ben Cossey did one that he never properly posted. He had some earlier versions that were kind of mediocre, but then he did one that was pretty good.
How
and
rude.
Never really. It was true though. It was like he didn't put full effort in. I think he'd probably admit it too.
I think you're mean.
But
no wonder you lost so many friends.
We're just talking about Mox. You're just being honest here.
Awful person.
Okay. Hello, Trout. But yeah, no, I do really like Avoki Studios version too. I know that he asked the question and was probably trying to get a wink and a nod, like I made a cool mock of you, Callan, and he did.
He did. He did.
Yeah, except he gave me the Mask of Speed, which is technically more accurate because back in the day, I said my thought process was that yeah, Callan wears a Ruru, but it's really a Mask of Speed because a Ruru would be useless to a Total Fire. Because
what does it do?
If anything, that's it's night vision.
Oh.
You can literally generate fire to see in the dark.
Yes.
I mean, night vision is still a little better than that, but
yes.
But when you could generate fire, it feels a little redundant. So.
Yes.
What are you doing, dude?
Yes.
You're just picking at the pieces. Stop picking at the pieces that make noise and ruins our opportunity to make funny moments. Smaller dialogue.
Yes.
See, if I say poop, wow, this drops.
Yes.
Like poop. See, now that bit of me saying poop is ruined.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, good. Remove your hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna wash away your sins, brother.
Yes.
The bit is over, but you did push it as far as you could.
Yes.
David, you're starting to remind me of the time I roleplayed. Cringe. As Walter White trying to murder RoboBird. Oh yeah, that was you? You made a Walter White account just to kill RoboBird?
I'm going to edit because you're boring.
I'm boring. What?
Yes.
I thought you were going to help me.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Well, JoJo has lots of work to do.
I have to work.
He's a good animator, so streaming like this is just not worth his time anymore.
No.
You're gonna take my headset to do it?
No, I'm just gonna chill with you.
Oh, I thought so. You lied to me?
No, I said I'm gonna edit.
Shouldn't you let that charge?
Yes.
It's only been charging for like 20 minutes. This is why your phone's always dead. My phone is always dead.
It's why I have good videos.
You're so crazy.
Okay.
You make me so angry. I want to scream. Try, Matt. At least you're not Nakoni. Ooh, David Lebner's saucing.
Dang.
Even Nakoni said.
David.
Good point. Where's IDS? He hasn't typed in the chat in a few minutes. Apparently, he's got better things to do.
Yeah. I mean, like.
That's
yeah.
Okay. We don't need him. With JoJo's brain and my brawn, this will be the best stream we've ever produced.
Nah, I don't really care.
Stop being so apathetic and start being pathetic so that I can laugh at your patheticness.
Nah, I don't really care.
Good. Then I'm going to call you stupid head and everyone's going to laugh. Ha 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 ha.
No, I don't.
Stupid head, ha 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 ha. Stupid head, ha 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 ha.
Nobody laughed.
They're all laughing. You can't hear them because they're in their own homes. But I can just sense 11 Crap is laughing right now.
117 Crap.
Oh, you're right. Shut up.
Wow. 117 Crap.
I don't have any loyalty to the Crap.
Can you believe this?
The Crap fault.
You mispronounced your name. Wow.
Maybe I did, but maybe I did it out of love.
I haven't memorized. I have his name memorized.
Oh, yeah?
And he's not
Yeah, but do you
even...
know your Bible verses, huh?
Yes.
Do you, huh? All right, just say one Bible verse right now.
Why?
Prove it. If you're so smart. Or are you so fart?
Okay.
Got him. Once again, Caleb wins the day. Yep. Yep.
Day.
What? Also, where's the last gray piece? Do you see it from your angle?
More like he wins because he's good.
Shoot, I'm starting to spill pieces early. I'm spilling pieces too early. What the hoot? Oh well. I'm just gonna... I'm missing a piece, JoJo. Help, help.
I am
right
missing the part where that is my problem.
Alright, Toby. My fellow Chads, vote me as LEGO CEO so we can make Bionicle G3.
No.
I would love to do that, David Lebner.
No,
I trust you with the franchise.
It would be bad.
Nope.
It's dead. But I mean, I like Bionicle.
Sure
but
you
it's
do, you
dead.
traitor.
It's dead.
You're just a traitor right now,
You can get the idea set, but the storyline has been butchered.
Yeah, you know who's gonna get butchered? You.
Hilarious.
Got him.
That was funny. That was funny. I bet everybody is laughing from the comfort of their homes.
I'm laughing right here. Ha 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 hoo 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 hee 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 hee.
Where are you right now?
In the comfort of my throne.
What?
You heard me.
What? I do not understand, retard.
Whoa, chill out. Hashtag Dave4CEO? Dude, that's a great hashtag. Let's run that into the ground. I'm unsubbing Josiah.
Okay.
Nakoni is leaving me.
Okay. I don't care.
You don't care?
I'll block him on Discord.
Don't you have like some kind of obligation to your family?
Nikoni, you know that Nikoni, I'm gonna you know that Larson, Cryptic, and I have started our own chat just because of you. Oh
shoot. They started their own unique chat just because they don't like being around you. But I'm not in that chat either, so I guess they don't like being around me either.
And Diamond Diego is not in that chat either.
Shoot, you guys don't like anybody.
No.
You guys are being kind of evil.
But Larson actually said to me, yeah, Nakoni is, he has no social skills.
Whoa.
He said that.
Whoa, Jojo, you're betraying your friend there.
I'm ratting him out. Yeah.
You're ratting out Larson. Now Larson's gonna have a strained relationship with Nakoni for the rest of his life, bro. This is just straight up gossip, dude.
No, it's not.
And you're saying it just because he unsubscribed from you? Dude, that is total cringe.
Well, he has no purpose to me now.
Oh, so now you're just going scorched earth. Screw this guy. I hate him.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to build a hot fire lady right now. Her name is Firestar. She wears a little red mask.
That isn't bad name.
You know what? You should be nicer to Firestar.
You know
she was in Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends.
I know.
Did you know that she's actually Mary Jane in disguise?
Wait, what?
Yep.
Actually?
Yep. No, you're stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that.
Oh, you're so stupid. Also, where did you get these fire pieces before?
I got them from
I think you stole one of mine, didn't you?
No. I got them from Captain America versus Outriders bike set.
Yeah, liar. Came from this set. You stole it.
Bro, I've had those pieces. I literally used them in like videos way before November.
You're a liar. You're stealing my stuff.
You're stupid. I used it and Kai still has
Very
the
upset.
moves. I used it in the Kai
I'm
still
freaking
has
mad,
the moves
dude.
video.
I'm so freaking mad.
Bro, I did not take them. You have two, you
I'm
idiot.
Freaking mad, dude.
You're so
if I have
stupid.
two, then where's the other one, huh? I don't see it.
Bro, they don't have extras.
No, but yeah, I don't see it, bro. It's not here.
That's
and
not.
Someone else took it, and that someone was you,
They don't
dude.
have three.
I don't need three. I just need one more. I only have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, dude. You stole it.
Maybe I did steal it.
Yeah, maybe you did, you liar.
Well, maybe
You're a liar and a hater and a child. Just
rape.
No. Oh, dude, I got Blade finally. I've been screaming to get this minifigure.
Screaming, eh?
Yep.
You went.
I went.
Ah!
Yep. Oh gosh, I'm rolling all over the bags that I threw on the side.
Rest in peace.
I need to be more careful so I don't make so many crazy noises.
Yes.
I should call the Skype group just to see if someone will join.
Yeah, just so like this won't be stupid with your stupid voice.
Yeah, I need someone else helping me because you're no help at all.
That's because I'm too cool for you.
Oh yeah? Too cool, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, I doubt that. Oh boy. Multi-output device, help me. You may not be able to hear because your volume's too low. How is this possible?
Very
It's
easy.
not. It's literally not too low. What's going on? Here because your volume's too low. How is this possible? Anyway. I also have to go to a store. Buy RoboBird. Epic TriMac Good Strat reveal. Buy 3D printer, print Bionicle pieces. No need for Bionicle G3. Not good enough. Bionicle, we need G3 because we need new movie. We need new TV show. We need all of the things. If we don't get it, we riot. That's my standpoint on the matter. I'm so sick of Bionicle not getting the credit that it deserves.
I'm so sick of having to listen to you moaning about Bionicle.
It's true though. You know that I'm right.
No, you're wrong. I'll never be like you.
You'll never be like me.
I'll never.
Mandar is the guy who wants a UCS Clone Walker Phase 2
Oh,
Rex
yeah.
50 501st Clone Troopers of Anakin and Ahsoka for $50 to $100. Do you know that?
Yes, M&R Productions.
How did you know that? Are you some kind of like
Because-
super spy?
Yes.
How did you know that? Like how did you even know that?
Yes.
Like how did you even?
Because.
Like how are you even?
Because I am a super spy.
How is that even possible, dude?
I am a super spy. You caught me. You stupid. Now I will have to.
Yeah, we're everywhere you see. Look out, we might be real. Looks like we got you caught up in a dream, dude.
I think you are caught up in
I am
being
killing
dead.
this build, by the way. This build is coming along so well. I'm actually going to like
Donate it to people.
burn the
with
house
cancer.
down in celebration of having this set done.
Alright, and then are you gonna donate it to kids with cancer?
Maybe.
No, you aren't, because you're greedy.
Greedy, eh?
You're a greedy piece of slime.
Slime, eh? That's why you think of me, eh?
Caleb, you slime.
Okay. Yeah, stealing lines from a cool guy. I get it. That's epic.
Willem Dafoe is not a cool guy.
Then animate the movie yourself. Trimat super creepy movie reveal? Yes, you know what? You're right, Trimat. I'm making a Bionicle movie tomorrow.
Do not.
Huh?
I won't watch it.
Nah, but I'll make it only 2 seconds long, so you have to watch it.
That sounds. What are you gonna do in those 2 seconds?
Tahu shows up.
It's just gonna be talking.
Tahu shows up, and it'll be the best movie.
So
Yeah, why are you laughing, dude?
I'm not laughing. I think it's great. So Tahu just he shows up.
Yeah, dude, he shows up. Finally.
He shows up and then he doesn't say anything. He just shows up, man.
He shows up.
He shows up.
IDS is on sabbatical, honey.
What is like?
What? IDS, what are you even saying? Get in this call and help me. Josiah's a little wimpo.
You are.
He's making me scream. He's making me cry.
Yeah, no.
He's literally hurting my feelings. Like,
Reaper
literally.
Vlogs commented.
Literally, he took my
That's
feelings
so
and
cool.
beat them into the ground.
Unsubscribed. Wow, Reaper Vlogs is a pog champ.
Reaper
Let's
vlogs.
go. Thanks so much. I
Hey Jojo,
appreciate
you know what? I feel like you're a good storyteller, but you just don't know your potential. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, well then, why don't you tell us the coolest thing that happened to you at your school that you love and work daily to attend?
School sucks.
School sucks, eh?
Yes.
Wow.
Although I became popular when
Oh, bragging. Yeah, that's really good storytelling.
Shut up.
Not.
Let me. Okay, whatever. When people found out I had a channel, they were like, "Well, you're cool." And I'm like,
Lie.
yeah.
Literal lie.
Shut up. And then they asked, "Who is that Callan LOF guy?" He's a creepy pedophile who comments on your videos. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my stupid brother.
They called me a pedophile?
No, but in my head they did. They did actually ask who you were though.
How do they know?
'Cause.
Who? I want names.
I'm not telling you.
If you don't give me names, then you're gonna get broken legs by the end of this day.
I will.
All right. Okay. Gosh, I had to look for it through all the 1x4s in this bag to find the one 1x3 that I was looking for. And
Let's
now,
go, Pogger.
one step later, I get to pull out all the 1x4s now. Heck yes, Juliet. Heck yes, Juliet. Are you waiting, wishing, wondering why down the sidewalk I won't? Yeah, good questions are needed, guys. TBH, I'm actually thinking of making a 10 to 15 minute animation of me going to hell for my sins. That's kind of cool.
It's like
I assume it's like a strong reminder of like what you don't want to happen.
It's like in Smiling Friends when Chris goes to hell.
Chris?
I mean, not Chris.
Wow, you really know the characters'
shut
names
up.
well.
Charlie goes to hell.
Dude, you're spoiling content.
Bro, I was thinking of the kid
the
who
show's
asked
only
who
a couple
you were.
weeks old, dude.
The
You're
kid who
already
asked
spoiling
who.
things?
I was thinking of the kid who asked who you were. His name was Chris. Okay.
Bro, Callan want names and that MF pull up in a white van with extra candy.
I
you
just said
dude.
it's Chris.
No, that's not the right. No, I was asking for the name of the person who's bullying me.
Yeah.
Or who was asking who I am.
His name is Chris, actually.
Is that actually true?
It is actually.
It sounds like a lie.
No,
to me.
it's actually true. I'm not even kidding. His name is Chris.
Yeah, well, your name is Piss.
Well, your name is. That was immature, Callan.
It was, but.
And now.
But you're actually
I'm going
envious
to tell
that I
my
thought of it so
mommy
quickly.
on you. I'm gonna tell my mommy on it. What?
You're
Okay,
so
so
envious
this
of me
guy,
right now.
his name is Ninja X Productions.
Sure.
He's like the most awkward person I've ever seen.
This is the one piece they decided to just put some actual printing on for some reason.
Why?
I think there might be one or two other ones, but really?
Oh, I did not see IDS commented on the community tab post. He said, "Happy belated birthday, dude. Congrats on all your well-earned success."
Aw.
Aw, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Stop exposing IDS as a nice person.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He wants to be known as an evil man. You're ruining his reputation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Callan, did one of your CCBS ever broke? I don't know how, but one of mine did. Oh yeah, no. Here's the thing, the CCBS pieces I'd say are actually slightly less. They might be equal or slightly less durable than the old, like classic earpieces. Because I've had a good number of sockets get really worn down or just break off entirely. Now, to be fair, I do a lot of animation with them, so I'm using those sockets and wearing them out more than most people might. But yeah. But I've also broken a lot of the older pieces too, and I feel like it's at a somewhat equal place with them, as far as breaking CCBS joints and breaking non-CCBS ones. So, like the old classic ones. So yeah, no, they're not as stable as Lego would have liked you to believe, and that's unfortunately the only selling point that's really stuck lately. Considering Legos decided to abandon. Why do pieces just disappear? And I don't see them on my table. Why? Help me. Where's this piece? Oh my gosh. They put them in separate bags so it's easier to sort through. And then I can still find them anyway. Mom. Lego pieces isn't the bag. What's going on, Mom? Oh, it's right there. How do these pieces fly under my instruction booklet? It's ridiculous.
You're good. The worst thing is the fact that Callan locked his seating.
Why are you reading things that no one else can see? Shut up.
For Nia.
I have a lot of those gray friction sockets that broke.
Bro, you know how you were talking about how I'm a simp for Nia?
Yep.
No, I'm still getting Nia simps commenting. Like I just got one 11 hours ago saying.
Can you speak up,
yeah,
please?
but. What?
Can you speak up, please? Thank you.
Then he was like, you said speak up.
Louder.
This guy was talking about how
Louder!
I made bad comparisons.
Oh, really?
And to him,
And he thinks you're. What makes him so special, huh?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna bully this guy. I'm gonna block him on everything I have.
Bro, he probably isn't even subscribed to you.
I'll find him.
You will, huh? Well,
Just like I found and bullied that guy who stole your Venom thumbnail. No, I didn't really.
You didn't, but I thought you were talking about the guy who stole my video.
Yeah. Hey, can you do me a favor and hand me my water bottle? I am thirsty as a dog. Callan, are you going to sell images of your female mocks as NFTs? Unfortunately, most of the pictures of my old female mocks are like poor quality, or I don't even know if I could find them. But IDS has a good question. But so yeah, unfortunately, I'll have to make some new ones if I want to make a proper whole NFT thing.
Whoa! You built another wall.
Yeah.
Nice.
No thanks to you. Well, yeah. Well, the old joints are much older, so if CCBS is breaking, they're breaking sooner, aren't they? Does that make them Quaker? I think they're slightly weaker. Yeah, that's my opinion. They're more or less the same, but I think they're slightly weaker. That's my opinion, IDS. I don't know why, but I have like 13 of them that broke. Oh yeah, that's a bummer, Toaku.
Yeah, that must like suck.
I'd buy him.
Well, I guess that doesn't suck for me though. So I don't really care.
Oh, I needed that. I'd buy up. Even your made-up girlfriend. Oh, dude, that's sick. I gotta make some NFTs. I gotta just screenshot some PNGs of my old box so that David finally gets what he needs. Oh, I'm so thankful for you, dude. You're the most important David in my life. And my father and brother are named David.
And your roommate.
Shut up.
I just named another.
Did I ask your opinion? I didn't think so. Dave, but NFT are cringe and icky no good. So right, Trimat. So right.
I think Caleb is icky no good.
What did you say to me?
I think you're gay.
You think I'm gay?
Yes, Papa.
Yeah, I think you're straight, so you can shut up.
Thank you. That's because I am. Why is this video only 3,000 views away from 100K?
Yeah, you know what children do? They obsess over how well their videos do.
Yes, that's because my videos do well.
Shut up. Nobody likes you, you know. Nobody.
Okay.
Not even Monica Lewinsky.
Okay.
Do you even know who Monica Lewinsky is?
No, Papa.
You'll find out one day. Or maybe you won't.
Yeah.
No, you probably will.
What if I don't want to?
I mean, that's okay.
What if I decide whenever I hear that name, I just run away from them, or just like drop kick them and then just like.
I mean, I guess you could do that.
Or what if I just like murder them straight on the side? Like I just always have a name in case somebody mentions Monica.
That's really funny. Please continue this bet even further.
And then I just stab them.
Hey, Callan, are you a crypto bro? I'm starting to. I feel like I'm starting to become one. I'm in the maybe early steps of becoming a crypto bro. Cause.
What do you mean, like cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency, honey?
Maybe. I'm considering it.
Bro, my friend.
Like, I'm not going to go full crypto.
Cryptic Studio is my friend.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him, though.
Cryptic Studios hates me.
He has solid investments. Dude, people are paying $500 for NSFW art. Yikes. Dude, that's weird, too, because I thought the whole point is that you can, like, flip them, right? That you can resell them. I mean, I know that
can just like flip them. That's what I say. Like that's the whole point of traffic.
But yeah, exactly. It's true.
That's the whole point of traffic. You can just flip.
You can make the profit and then just screenshot them. You're so right, David.
You can just like. Been bizarre and
what are you even doing? Are you building things wrong?
Probably, but like. What's onto you like
You're building it wrong.
Gay site, and I probably
don't do that. You're building it wrong.
Gay parents' life.
You are legitimately a psychopath.
You are legitimately a retard. Yes, I said that.
Yeah, wow. It's the same. No.
I just want to be at my home.
Exploitation is my game.
I want to be at my home making my videos better, cause like I need to animate this and then edit it all at nighttime, and it's going to like suck because like it's gonna suck, and it's if I don't have it all edited, and it's gonna suck,
Yeah.
Like it's really just gonna suck.
I'll take your word for it.
It might just suck,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what you do kind of sucks.
What if I said that you kind of suck? Wait.
I would laugh at your attempts at trying to come back at me, bro.
Well, I don't.
Because it totally didn't work.
I don't think you would like appreciate.
Caleb, don't be a crypto.
Bro.
Cryptard, be a monkey. Okay, good idea. Also, IDS says Caleb is selling bored rape NFTs. That's an accusation that I do not agree with.
You cannot confirm or deny.
Exactly. I do neither confirm nor deny that I like apple pie.
Do you?
No. I actually don't like apple pie. I don't like any pie. You say this is pie, I'm like, get that out of my face, dude. This makes me upset. Legitimately angry, even.
You make me legitimately angry. Huh?
Well,
your stream is
so
dying.
I'm the equivalent of pie to you, basically.
Wait, I just saw. Why are NFTs so like
expensive?
Like, I'm looking at all these weird like I've seen these videos about NFTs, like these Lego videos about NFTs.
Is Lego making NFTs?
No.
I hope they start.
What is an NFT?
It's non-fungible token. Basically, it's just pictures on the internet.
So just say weird. So just say like deep.
It's basically they're just trying to form. It's another way of doing cryptocurrency.
Bizarre
and also in like innovating ideas and art in a way.
Matildan. Dr. Dre said.
Wow, if you actually want me to say something, maybe you could let me talk and explain it to you, child.
I don't care, man.
You're a little boy. You don't know the world like I do.
You're a little man.
Huh?
You're a little man.
Oh, interesting. We have 0 viewers, and now we have 10. I think YouTube was just being funny with how it was showing the concurrent viewer thing from before.
Well, that is funny.
That's weird. It's not funny. It's explained why I think we had to reset before. Josiah, he likes NFTs. Cal, which area do you prefer Oni Place? Sleepy Cabin, G, Ding Dong, Julian, or Lizakmar?
Tomar and Zach?
Lizakmar, I like the best. There's a lot of good Ding Dong and Julian clips, but they have a more casual hangout vibe. Meanwhile, I think Tomar, Zach, and Lyle and Chris specifically. If you have specifically when it's Tomar and Chris and Zach, I think they have the best like comedy trifecta there, where they can each kind of have some standard conversations, but Tomar's always going to be the straight man pretty much, and then Chris and Zach can just go crazy on him. Huh?
Chris and Zach are the gay men.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I like a bit of Sleepy Cabin, but again, that also kind of feels a bit more like the casual conversation that gets a little ridiculous at points, which is fun. And there's merit to all three. I just think that if we're talking about like the most laughs, I get the most enjoyment from the Lyle, Zach, and Tomor being the guests. And that is overall what I like the most. But I like the other. I like Sleep. I like all three. I like Sleepy Cabin. I like a bit of Ding Dong Julian. So yeah, there's room for everything. All NFT artists have no talent and run on a trend to make money, despite most people just screenshotting them. That's definitely a lot of what's going on, but it's an interesting. It's just another piece in the market moving further and further from mainline investments in terms of people trying to create their own currency, especially since we're living in a world where governments are trading money that doesn't exist all the time. It's basically people are just doing that for themselves, and a lot of it's going to become meaningless and be kind of a waste, but some of it might actually evolve into like good ideas where these so it's a really weird time right now as far, and I feel like NFTs as a concept are probably going to become
I'm listening to you talk and I'm bored and I'm stuck here and other people aren't. They can leave at any time.
I tried to get you to tell an interesting story from your life, and all you said is that people like my YouTube channel.
And I'm stuck here. So if I don't want to listen to you talk, and I'm your brother, and then
you could help me build. Look at I'm doing all these tedious pieces.
Yeah, but I don't want to listen to you talk. So like any random
help me make these things.
Internet, they won't want to watch you talk. So like. You're just like,
you're a hater.
It's like a really crazy time in our generations right now where
dude, I'm gonna scream if you don't stop doing this right now.
Like people make Motow NFTs.
I would literally buy a Motow NFT right now.
It's just like a really crazy time in our generation to be alive. You sound like a Kardashian or something. It's just like,
you know what?
Like, bruh, I don't want to hear you talk.
You know what? If you're gonna do all your editing, maybe, and you don't want to hear my voice, why don't you edit somewhere else, baby?
Whoa, that is.
Edit somewhere else,
that
baby.
Is misogynistic.
Edit somewhere else, baby. Be gone in an instant. Yeah, David Lebner's right, Jojo. You should be gone. But people like Lauren who could make good NFTs, but a huge problem, in my opinion, would be NFTs is copyright, that they can just use anything to make money without a license. Not to mention that it could just be gone in an instant. Yeah.
Whoa, Caleb, look at this. It's an ad for Marvel. And it's
for my set. Whoa.
Not your set. You didn't make the set.
Well, this is my set. This physical. Mine. I own it. It's my set. Shut up.
No,
you're not smart.
You're not smart.
And all that would be left is code. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of insecurity with it, which is why, as far as the stuff that Larnu is kind of messing with, they're just kind of, they're doing rather risk-averse stuff in terms of the money that they're spending on it.
Wow, you're just like really boring to listen to.
If you don't, hey Jodo, didn't your mother teach you that if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all? It's like, that's literally the 10th commandment. Oh, it's not the 10th commandment? Well, what is the 10th commandment, huh? You don't know. So someone doesn't read their Bible.
I do.
Jodo has been caught red-handed as a heathen and a traitor to his cause, and he'll be burned at the stake at 5 o'clock this evening. Please, all are invited to join. Wow, riveting commentary. Thank you for that. This is why I wanted to have you over, man. You're so hilarious.
No, I do know it though.
I do know it though. Please explain me. Explain
you.
Explain me, dude.
There you go.
Oh man, that would be the perfect way to end the stream. But I still gotta finish this dang set. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, this set stinks. Gosh, you know what I'm not looking forward to? putting the stickers on these things. Gosh. I only have 2 stickers left, and it still is agonizing my head. NFTs are insecure, and I don't know what for. Callan, Lord of Faith. Yeah, that's exactly right. Cancel Josiah. He doesn't read the Bible, Nakoni says. Can you please not watch videos while I'm on stream, bro? You are such a crazy person. There's a headset right here. You could just plug it into the phone. And you're wearing it on your head.
Yes.
But then you take the headset off to put the thing in your ear. You
Yes.
are... Who's the retard here? Me or you?
You.
Uh-huh. Gosh. I can't believe I'm growing up with this kid.
You're
Yep, he
grown
sends
up.
them in my DMs.
You're grown up. You're just like a pedophile at this point.
I'm just like a pedophile. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Words of encouragement from my beautiful little baby boy brother. Oh, maybe I am a pedophile. No comment. Oh, so prawn. Why did you say prawn, Osen? Oh, so Osen? I'm sorry. My tongue is going crazy today, dude. Man, to think how much faster I could be going if JoJo was helping me.
I could help you.
But you won't, because you're a monster.
Teaser trailer, fan made, looks like.
Oh, you know what? Fan-made. When I see fan-made trailers, I jump out of my seat and scream with excitement. That's what makes me want to click. Fan-made? Ooh, Larson's here. Josiah, you silly boy.
Is that what he said?
He did. Yeah, Larson, he outed your private group, and I'm honestly very sad that I wasn't invited because you guys are trying to avoid me and Nakoni. Guess what? Nakoni and I, we have our own little private group. We're talking bad about you guys.
What?
You didn't know? Nakoni's going to voice in my next video.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm getting Nakoni to voice in my next video. It's going to be a hate piece on both you and Larson. We're getting our revenge. There's nothing you two can do about it.
Okay.
You said I don't have social skills, and you have a point, except you are a nerd. Can you guess who said that?
What?
Alright, never mind.
Nakoni.
Yeah, you did it.
I
I'm proud
just
of you.
whenever I hear nerd, I just think of Nakoni. So
Yeah, but it
that's
was
why
the
I
only
said
word in his vocabulary.
Yep.
And his capillaries. That's my transformer noising. The transformer noises I make with my mouth. I go. And then it finishes, and there's a robot standing there, and he says, "Hello, Sam. Would you like to suck my lollipop?" And then he transforms a lollipop. I'm gonna quit. Callan's next stop motion coming in 2024. Hey, it's only been like a couple weeks, man. Give me a break. I'm having a busier life these days. Life's getting crazier and crazier, and I'm getting lazier and lazier. I can't always do videos. Sometimes I just gotta make a little how-to and all. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm gonna try and ring again. It's funny, I've been in Skype this whole time, but like now there's like a thing where you ring the group. So I'm trying to ring the group. And maybe if my Lord IDS will pop up, he can help save the stream from the heathen child who has been ruining it for me this whole time. Callan, what is your favorite and least favorite mock? Also, wait, is Imran here? I don't think so. Let me test something to make sure that the audio is playing. What is this even? Oh, it's...
I don't take...
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, with the output thing. It wouldn't pop up in my headphones. I changed the multi-output device. Interesting. But no one's even here anyway. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, brother. I'm hitting the wrong things. Nope. Nobody wants to join me. So really it's kind of pointless to mess with this, but probably should anyway. Nobody likes me. Jodo, stop touching that. Jodo, you made me click the wrong thing. Actually, no, you didn't. I'm just stupid. Whoops. Audio MIDI setup. That's what I really wanted to click. Bam. Alright, perfect. Now it's coming in my head. YouTube's not receiving enough for maintaining clean streaming? Say it ain't so, dog. Callan, Adult Swim asks you to make a bumper for them. The topic is the Gulf War. What are you aiming for them? You can only use bionicles. The Gulf War? I would try and make a joke off the Gulf War, and I would have a golf ball. Well, I would like try and make a ball out of... I guess I'd just probably use like a white Xamasphere sphere or something. I'd use that as like my golf ball or something. Is that a good idea? I could say, oh, it's the Gulf War. And he swings it and hits it in Callan's face or something. By he, I mean, I don't know, Gannon or Dr. Penis or something. Or maybe even Larnu. I have characters. They're literally just my friends, but I have them. I guess I could also pull out Cassie for a throwback. Say, hey guys, Cassie here. We've got quite a shocking video for you today. Sweet as. We're gonna have a good time today. My name's Cassie, and I approve of this message. He doesn't take. Now, what do you think the VA for Montanui? Do you think the VA for Montanui would do a good Optimus Prime? I mean, it's just a different, cool, deep voice, so sure. Optimus Prime's pretty simple. It would be different, because it'd be like, oh no, he doesn't sound just like the deep voice I love. But I think we'd find a way to live with it. Somehow, some way. We would. Because Optimus Prime's voice actor is like 85 or something. He's going to be dying any minute now. Does that make you sad, Jojo? I agree, it does make me sad too. He whispered. He said, yes, Caleb, that does make me sad. I love it. He's a sweet kid. I'm gonna go film Whiplash falling off a cliff or something. What are you talking about, Nikoni? You crazy? You mean 2042? You guys are bullying me. I'll make another stop motion someday. But that day is not today. Wow, I could use a nap. Building gets you sleepy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Haha, you're so right. I love you, kid. You're great. By the way, I saw you at the Walmart the other day. You look mighty fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah. I see a smile on that little face. That quiet, little, itty, bitty face. Callan, what's worse, blue pins or red axles? Technically red axles, because red is just brighter. The blue pins they've been around longer, so it's a bummer that we have fewer black pin half axles. But I would argue the red one. The Legos, the only bad thing is that in practice, Lego has done red pins where they don't belong sometimes, but they've now gotten to a point where they switch a lot of the time, and they'll do red pins and red axles when appropriate and black axles when appropriate. But yeah, shifting around in my chair, I see pooping. Hey, it's almost like I told you not to disturb it, so because you'd run out of battery. Jojo, it's not even charging. You gotta like mess with it, get it at a certain angle. Is it still plugged in? You gotta like do a thing with it. That work? Josiah can't do anything right. Oh, what a cringe lord. She.
I got it.
You got it?
Yes, puppy.
Thank you, Sonny.
No, it went away.
Gosh. I was surprised they brought back black pins this year. Did they? Did they actually do black half pin, half axles? Or did they just... Because I swear they've still done the black two-legged pins. But... What do you mean by that, Oso? I don't know what you're talking about. And it sounds riveting to me.
I think you are getting excited over a tiny piece of plastic.
Maybe, but I didn't see you to do that, so...
Yes, so, like, why don't you just, like, shut up?
Why don't you help find my fire piece that apparently I have?
Yes, why don't you just,
You
like...
stole it.
Okay, but I'm gonna take this hair piece.
What piece?
This hair piece, because I
Oh, here
want
it is.
to... Wow.
I guess it is.
Wow, you should have just, like, used your eyes for, like, 2 seconds, and then, like, boom, it would have been right there. You would have been good.
How about no?
How about yes?
How about...
Is Larson here?
I hear someone finally. Is this a Bellini? Hey.
Guys, this is Cage. I'm using my laptop mic, so I don't know how popular it sounds.
Whoa. Oh, I see that it's coming from both. Yeah, that's not good. Let me fix that. I have audio coming.
What's on? Why is there two of me?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I fixed it. I'm doing just a goofy little stream on YouTube.
Oh, you're streaming right now.
Yes.
If I knew that, I would have actually grabbed my mic.
Beautiful.
Or used my phone.
Guys, just chilling. Jojo and I chilling.
Let's see if I can toss my headset on and see if that works.
Okay, dope. You want to? Because yeah, I can't plug both of them in.
But they can't hear him.
No, they can.
They can.
I assume they can, because they should based off the
My
sound.
mic.
Beautiful.
Or use my phone.
Guys, just chilling,
Alright, let's
Jojo,
see.
chilling.
Let's see if I can toss my headset on. Alright.
Whoa.
Is this better?
I don't know. It sounds kind of crazy.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off the call and get the mic situation fixed.
Yeah, sounds good. I guess that knocked me off the call, though. That's weird. That's amusing. What's good, X24 Lauren? Well, he already left. So that didn't last very long. Finally, someone to help me. And immediately, my friend is lost.
I hope you.
I hope you what?
I said I hope you.
Aw.
No.
Yeah, find me that piece. It's literally right there, so
What piece?
never mind.
Okay.
Your helping is over. It lasted for 0.5 seconds. Larnu has been tased. Yeah, he did sound really weird and robot-y, but I'm wondering if that had something to do with the fact that I'm hearing him through my weird little Beats headphones, and they have a funny thing where if the first time they've been used after a bit, they sound really low quality at first. It's weird. I don't understand it, but I'm just rolling with the flow, dude. I'm rolling with the flow. I want that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna sell that.
Roll with the punches and going with the flow.
Alright, I'm joining the call now. Okay, hopefully this works. Alright.
Alright, let's see if this is working.
Yeah, I don't know why it's sounding so terrible in my headset.
Headsets sometimes just do that to you.
Yeah, which is annoying because presumably it's doing it for like the whole stream audio as well. But I could just plug in my headset since Jodo doesn't even want to contribute in the conversation anyway.
What?
What?
I do.
Alright, let's...
I
Sure
just
you do.
said.
You were sitting around for a half hour when I needed you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, your mic quality wasn't sounding too great on my end either, so
No,
you know,
it wasn't,
I'm
but
hoping it's yours, because if it's mine end, I have no idea how to fix it.
Yeah, no. I wasn't doing my standard setup.
Because I don't want to do it myself.
Here, I'm gonna switch. I probably just have it too quiet. I think on OBS was part of the problem.
Yeah. Well, I just did a Skype call recorder test, and you know, it makes sense fine.
Oh, okay, good. Well,
Right.
now your mic sounds good. So
I don't know if I have the I don't know if I'm able to do the whole thingamajig today, but I will be at least here for a little bit. So what's popping? What's happening with you on your side of the world?
oh, just chilling and building. Finally gonna finish building this Lego set today.
Are you?
Yes,
actually?
I'm like right there. I just have to build some letters and a Doc Ock tentacles, basically.
Are you still building that, like, the fucking Spider-Man tower thing? Oh wait, I shouldn't say that word. JoJo's around. Are you building that heckin' Spider-Man tower?
Yes, he is.
Still?
Yeah, because I've been only doing it every time I
That's okay.
stream because I've been too busy most of the rest of the time. And
Mhm.
yeah, I'm still building it. It's a bit nutty.
It's okay. I'm an epic teenager now.
Yeah, that's true. Jojo can hear all the bad words now because he just turned 13.
Exactly.
Man, that's epic. You know,
Yes.
yeah, just you know, even though, like, I think actually, hold on a second. Aged. Oh, a second.
He really appreciates
I know
you
that,
wishing
like,
happy
for
birthday
like certain
to him.
social media apps, like the terms of services say, yeah, so like, you know, Jojo, I know you're 13 now, but I still would advise against using Discord, even though that's the age that they let you use the app. Just don't use Discord.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Get off that website.
Just
Jojo really
Damn,
appreciates. Jojo really appreciates you wishing him a happy birthday, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I
happy
didn't
birthday.
say anything. I didn't say
Amazing.
anything.
It was well, the way you phrased the question made it sound like his birthday already happened. Is it today or is it not today?
It's not
It's not
today, but it
today.
was the last couple days, and everyone else wished him a happy birthday except you. So
Okay, well, yeah. Well, in that case, happy birthday. I don't know which day it was. I don't know how late I am, but happy birthday in that regard. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
that was very thoughtful.
Yo, this is crazy. I've been looking at I've been looking around at the online for like stuff because okay, so here's the situation is that recently I picked up and like played a little bit of my Nintendo 3DS yesterday, and I don't know, man, like okay, the Switch is great and all, and there's a lot of good things going on with the Switch, but at the end of the day, I still kind of miss that they're not doing stuff with the 3D anymore, because like I feel like as a system they got like a lot of great bang out of like the hardware that they had for the machine, and the ergonomics and portability factor. It's just like overall, just like compared to like most of the handhelds, like my two favorite Nintendo portable consoles that they've made in terms of how they feel in my hands have been both the Game Boy Advance SP and the Nintendo 3DS XL. And the Switch,
Mm.
truth be told, it doesn't really feel that great in my hands. And I mean, I get some compromises because it needs to be the portable docking and all that type of stuff, but I don't know, man. I kind of wish that the 3DS was a thing.
Wow, very complaining-y.
Plainy.
Dude,
But
you live in like
I've
what a
been looking
time to be
around.
alive, bro, and you're looking back at like consoles from ages past, which you still
It's
have.
literally only a couple of years ago. But anyway, yeah. So I'm
Not
currently
Game
right
Boy
now
Advance
looking
SP.
around.
That's the one I latched onto.
I'm currently looking around at the eBay listings, and some of them are in.
Ignorance.
So what's weird is it's like the if you actually want to buy another 3DS right now, the prices are actually not that bad at all. But most of the good deals are going to be bids. But like, but you can pick up one for like $100 or something like that. And like, if you're into like mods and all that type of stuff, I would heavily consider getting one because like I need to double check like how it's gone. But though it's like usually when people jailbreak Nintendo consoles, usually like the chicken Nintendo consoles tend to be like amazing devices. Um like my like my Wii, for example, it's like the Wii is the Wii is kind of if you're not using it for if you just use it as like the standard system and you're just working off of its standard catalog. And it's actually probably, I'd actually argue, not a very good system if you don't have access to the GameCube library. Like it's actually it's actually a pretty weak console compared to some other offerings like like I'd say sooner get a Nintendo 64 over a Wii that doesn't have backwards compatibility. But with backwards compatibility, what's like the Wii is still pretty. It's like it's all right, but what's crazy about the Wii is that what's crazy about it is that if you actually have like one of the very first ones that released, like the Wii's near launch where they had access to the GameCube backwards compatibility. You can jailbreak that stuff and you can load up like Super Nintendo games, you can load up Nintendo 64 games, you can load up the Game Boy games, you can load up Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's like you can get such insane amount of modifications on the Wii specifically that
Mm.
and the Wii U is even crazier with all that stuff. So yeah, you got so like the 3DS, if it hasn't gone there, it's going to get to that peak where it's going to be as ridiculous as those systems are.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's like looking around at it, like if you want to place a bid, you can if you can get you can find like bids going as low as 53 for the 3DS, but or like actually even $50. But what is the problem with it is that those are bids, and if you want to pay for like just the shipping and all that stuff, do buy now options. You're usually like it's like 100, 120, which is I mean it's not bad per se, but it's but it's yeah, I'm still
Can I
trying to
just
find
ask
like
how
just
far off are you from your original point?
no, it's my original point is that the 3D is that I'm currently looking at the marketplace and that I'm explaining why I'm checking out looking um for a secondary 3DS because I want to mod it and yeah, my original point
Okay.
was what was that and basically explaining why I wanted to mod it and why it's actually probably a good time I'm looking at it right now because it's only going to get worse in price from here.
Gotcha. Yeah,
But
no, that's true. It doesn't take long for these things to turn right quick, and like everyone's just
yeah,
something to become so rare. I mean, shockingly, like I was just mentioning to Jojo earlier today that I was just like 3 or 4 years ago, I was able to snag two of the first ever Lego Spider-Man set for like $40 each, with the original Spider-Man in
yeah.
good condition on eBay, and now people are charging at least $100 for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's unreasonable to say it is COVID, but I'm still trying to figure out if it really is or isn't COVID. That makes it feel like all this collectible stuff, like the pricing has gotten weirder on it.
Yeah. It's
Because
wondering.
like
It's gonna be curious too to see if that sustains years down the line, with certain things.
yeah,
Obviously, with some things it will, but will Bionicle always be
yeah,
like Bionicle prices are going up too, which is weird.
yeah. Bionicle. The reason why Bionicle prices went up is that since the franchise it's been like it was made for 20 years. It's like by technical definition considered vintage.
Yeah.
So because it has that vintage status on it, it basically has like kind of just a different value to work with, as opposed to something that's only 10 years old that's not as as appealing. Which again is one of the reasons why, like, if you're going to be buying if you're going to be buying like older gaming consoles, like doing like the generation just directly previous is one of the better options, because like let me see how much a Game Boy is going for right now. um a standard Game Boy is let's see, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, so like if you want to get a Game Boy, which is mind you a system that you can't mod as much and has and it's like a lot weaker in power, and was only $50 when it was dropped on the market. I'm seeing these Game Boys going up. Like people are selling Game Boys closer to $100 right now.
Yeah.
I'm finding a couple bids that are lower, but in terms of buy it now, it's like $100. So like you can buy a Game Boy from the 90s for the same price as a 3DS.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Hmm. Yeah. That being said, though, if you have the chance of grabbing a Game Boy for a good price, definitely grab a Game Boy. They're fun.
I got the
Um,
SPs, so I'm pretty good.
yeah, yeah. The original standard Game Boy, like the specifically the Game Boy Color models, like that. Those,
Yeah.
like I have a lot of fondness for them, partially because that was actually like the first video game system I had for my own. Um, but they definitely hold up for a bit. Like the ergonomics are pretty good. You know the like for like out even though it didn't it necessarily fold up and they didn't do the clamshell design yet, it's worked. It actually has really good portability with it. But the SP is still, like, I think out of all the Game Boy line, the SP is still the best. Like because
Gotcha.
you can play all the games, you got the backlighting, and you got the clamshell.
Yep. Yeah. No. And it
Um,
never broke at the neck like the DS lights did.
yeah, I don't know what's up with that. People like I know like a lot of people like have like when Caveman Moon and got all their DS lights like broken by the neck, and I never had that.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I think you were probably more responsible with it. But
uh,
did you bring it around a lot?
Yeah, I carried it around all the time. The worst thing I did to my Game Boy, I mean, not my Game Boy, my DS Lite, is that there, when Pokemon Mystery Dungeons came out, like I got like a bunch of Pokemon stickers. I just like slathered a bunch of stickers on that thing, but then like they got gross on it. So
Yeah.
then the machines felt like crap for years. And like a little while back, I did actually clean off my system and get all the adhesive off, but um I left it kind of like a little too much of a sticker mess a little too long. And that's I would say that's partially some of the reason why I kind of played my DS a little bit less when the 3DS came out. Oh, there's multiple things. Number one is like when it's weird. It's like I will actually pick up my SP still, and I will pick up my 3DS, but I don't pick up my DS Lite like ever. And
Yeah.
like if there was a handheld that I would consider, would be like if I had a good offer, I would consider selling or trading. It would probably be my DS Lite.
Yep.
Um, because of the fact that with the 3DS you can play all the DS Lite games. The 3DS is bigger, so it fits better in my hand, and also has a circle pad.
Yeah.
So, um, and like this is kind of controversial, but like I actually feel some people say like circle pad doesn't really make much of a difference on the DS titles, but I actually feel like it makes a huge difference. Like playing Super Mario 64 DS with circle pad, like enhances the game so much, while some people don't really see the enhancement.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Um. Yeah.
I'm not as experienced with like tons of games. That's what's so weird. I've had very few Mario games on mainline
Mhm.
consoles. Especially like the standard ones. Like obviously, the Wii came with Super Mario Party 9, so that's the one I have the most experience with as far as Mario Party games, or it might have been 8. And then the DS Lite came with Super Mario for the DS, which was my favorite that I've ever played. But uh,
Mhm.
but yeah, other than that, I really have not played that many Mario games, and that's like the main one.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I played a lot of Mario. Like I do have kind of some weird console gaps in my Nintendo consumption because like I didn't grow up with GameCube, so I own very few GameCube titles actually.
Yeah.
Um. And and when it came to the Wii U's generation, the Wii U as a system, like to be honest, like anything that had it was worth having on the Wii U, they ported it to Switch or made a better version of it on Switch.
Nice.
Um, so like I never felt like I really missed out with the Wii U, but there was a period of time where I was um yeah, I was, had that, like basically I stuck with the 3DS during that generation. So I was keeping up to date with like I had Mario 3D Land, I just didn't have Mario 3D World for that period of time.
Gotcha.
Um, by the way, I'm looking around right now and like, do you know about the Game Boy Micro or do you not know that one?
I am familiar with it. I had seen it a couple times. A friend of mine had one, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was very small and clearly not super duper popular because I only knew one kid who had one.
Yeah, they were released like I don't if memory serves me correctly, the price wasn't that much more of a budget price of a system, and they released it like really close to the launch of to the DS, like the original DS. So it kind of didn't really make a whole lot of sense to grab the Game Boy Micro.
Right.
And it kind of sucks that the Game Boy Micro is like what the system went off on. I mean, like the Game Boy line, that's like the final Game Boy line machine. But what's crazy about these things is like if you actually look at the collector market, like the Game Boy Micro is actually valued higher than like a lot of the other Game Boy models. Um it like it feels like I need to double check this, but Game Boy um Advanced SP, I think the SP is usually like seen as like the most sought after model. But I'm looking at the eBay prices right now. I think the Micro is actually typically priced higher because the SP orbits around 100, like most of these Nintendo handhelds orbit around $100, while the Micro is orbiting closer to 200.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I'm not too shocked because yeah, anything that's rarer and not as popular on its release that ends up
Yeah,
kind of gaining somewhat of like a niche subculture thing. Like if it still works, it's still a
yeah,
functioning, working little system. It's then it gains kind of value as a niche thing. So and
yeah.
so
I mean,
it's interesting when certain products almost feel made to do better on the secondhand market than firsthand.
yeah. The Micro, like, I mean, there's a couple cool things going on with it. Like, did you know that like the little front plate on the Micro where you could actually pop them out or swap them out with different things, and like part of the appeal of the system was you had like swappable plate designs.
Uh huh. Interesting.
So it's like that. Yeah, they brought that back with like one of the 3DS systems, but I do like that idea because like if you because usually with like other systems if they did like like a exclusive release, like if you wanted to get like the DS when Pokemon dropped, it would be like it was like a print on the DS.
Huh.
And yeah. So but this one it was like, oh yeah, you could just get like the different plates, swap them out there. And the one that's like the highest valued one is the like looking at it right now seems to be the one that's modeled off of the Nintendo Entertainment System, but the Japanese version, this the Famicom. Uh, like that design is the one that seems to be more like the highest valued micro, but also oddly enough the most common too. I guess it's the one that gets sold the most.
Interesting.
Um, but it was like the Mario 20th anniversary celebratory item.
Interesting.
Uh, yeah. Um, let's yeah. Let's see. Where's how? Um, let's see what is going on with Bionicles, like on our favorite website. I'm not going to necessarily say it on stream because they usually
eBay.
uh oh
Yeah, no,
yeah. Did they change? Did they change? Did they change Goodwill's website design?
they did about
Hmm,
2 3 months ago. Yeah, they redesigned it a few
crazy.
months ago. I think it's functionally mostly the same
Yeah,
though.
it looks a lot nicer. Actually, I can see the listings. This is an improvement. Maybe not think it was the same website for a second, but big improvement.
I don't know if
Um,
I'd say it's a big improvement. It's definitely a big improvement as far as like modern website design, but there's something nice about like, okay, I can recognize this. This feels like old, you know? I don't know.
I mean, I like it because when I'm looking at all these items right here, I'm like, oh yeah, I can instantly see, what I'm looking at instead of having to be like, is that what I think it is? Because the thumbnails are a lot bigger now.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that if that's the main improvement, then that's fair because I don't
Yeah,
remember. I feel like I was always able to tell. Okay, but yeah, if they're bigger, then that is
yeah,
definitely an improvement. The more you can see before clicking on the page, the better.
yeah, yeah. There's a Goras going for 10 that let's see if it I can't tell if it's sealed or not.
Yeah, the only thing is that it's the shipping is almost always at least $15. Sometimes if you're lucky, the cheapest I've seen it get is like 10 or 11. So
Yeah, I know.
the more
I
you
don't.
order, the more it's worth it. That's why I like mostly
Yeah,
go for big box lots.
yeah. Like there's currently like a price that's 38 right now. That's like a bunch of canisters with original of like year one and year two like Bo Rock and Toa
That's cool.
going on there, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
You can still get
I
some
mean it's
good
not
deals on
bad,
that
but then
site.
when you but yeah, it's like it's usually the handling price is all right. It's the shipping price that typically gets me with Goodwill. Um, but yeah, I should probably actually not purchase too much because I recently did. I did drop some cash on like the on like the two newest waves of Sonic figures. So
Nice.
uh, yeah,
You'll
yeah,
have
which
everything
it's
Sonic ever.
I won't have everything Sonic ever.
No,
There's some
yeah.
things that
That's part of the reason why
there's some
I like being passionate about something like Bionicle. Like it is feasible to
yeah.
get every set ever.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like for something that's like a more popular niche like Sonic, like there's certain things that make it easier to get a hold of.
Right.
Um, like if you want very specific things, like it always feels like it's on the market for some regards, but then other things feel more elusive because there's a higher demand for them, and it's confusing.
Yep.
Um, actually, I need to see like what Bionicle video games are going for right now. Um. Yeah, so yeah, that's interesting. Actually, most Bionicle video games are actually not that great in terms of their price listing. They're actually pretty average for like
Yeah.
most secondhand titles.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, want to come over
the
to me, Mezzo? Wanting to yiff with me? Ooh, ooh. What is going on? Yeah, everyone know about Goodwill auctions. The real site for buy on Bionicle for cheap is. Oh, so knows what you're saying. I think he's probably listened to us mention on other streams before too.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a good.
probably
I think that's true too. That more people have discovered it because I have not seen like I I've gotten fewer deals or I've bought from it lesser in the last 2 or 3 years than I did in the last 3 years before that because for the main reason being that I have most everything already. So I don't need to buy big lots as much to take risks. Like, okay, half of the stuff I already have, but there's at least half of it that I don't have. Now it's like, I already have like all this. So,
yeah,
but even having said that, like, still, I can just see from the prices before they even get solidified that there's not as killer of deals. Obviously, if you're still getting like a giant box for 150 or 200, you're still getting overall a good deal on it, but I was able to get one deal where I spent like 50, $60 and I ended up getting over 50 sets. and in
Yeah,
just
that's
in just in one
crazy.
box. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And granted, many of them were
Yeah,
smaller canister sets, but still, it's like 50.
yeah. I think still my best deal I got was the one where it's like right after I came back from the UK. Funny enough, like I traded my sparkly Picard Evoke, yeah,
Yeah,
sparkly
yeah.
Evoke for a couple masks with IDS, and then the second I bought this Goodwill lot, I got another sparkly Evoke. So it's like, oh, it returns. But
Yes.
that lot, like, yeah, that one was like I think that was like 60 or something like that. And also I'm weird with money because like I stress over, like, I get buyer's remorse pretty quickly even if it's something I want.
Yeah.
uh so yeah, it's like I'm still it's both a good and bad quality.
Yeah, I'd say
But
it's
especially with the
not too. Yeah, it's if I'd say wouldn't feel too bad in terms as long as you're just. Yeah, it is good and bad quality. It's a better quality before you buy it.
Yeah, my thing with it is it's like for the collectible stuff, like usually I look stress out like for better deals, but also it's like I don't like kind of like I definitely don't impulse buy, but I tend to have this weird habit where usually if so like to I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it. So like usually if I buy one thing, like usually it's like I'm going to be buying multiple things at once because usually typically just the way that it works for me is that uh with what I'm interested in, it's not really set up in a way where it's like, oh yeah, here, you can just kind of trickle it out and it's always there. um I've tried to have that mentality with collectibles before, and I usually miss out. You usually have to get what you want, but what's at least good for me is that it goes in waves of either it's like, oh, a lot of things are coming out that I'm interested in, to nothing that's I'm interested is happening right now.
Yeah.
So, and sadly, right now I'm in a position where everything that I'm interested in is coming out right now. But when I was in college, however, the only shit that was coming out that I was actually interested in was Dragon Ball Z action figures, and only needed a couple.
That's good.
Um, yeah, like not counting like a couple Bionicle hauls, which again I'm glad I did in retrospect because of the fact that the price is just jacked up, and like I'm at the point right now with Bionicle that I'm like, um, unless if it's like something really specifically unique, like I don't think I'm going to buy another Bionicle online again. Like if it's if anything, if I buy anything online that's Bionicle related, it's going to be something a bit more obscure, like a Bionicle video game.
Yeah.
The type of stuff that people aren't going to be as crazy about trying to sell secondhand. And um, or like at a convention where I can haggle in person, like that type
Yeah.
of stuff. Um, but yeah, it's like But I mean, like even like recently, like when Miami and I, told you about like it's like I was, for a while I've been wanting to get like a figure of Master Chief from Halo, but I didn't grab one when the McFarlane Toys had the license, and it took forever for like another Master Chief figure that I thought looked pretty cool to come up on the market again. And then with it they like with the like I don't know what series it's called, like Spartan Elite or whatever it's called. With that series though, they released two Chief figures, and the Chief that was like the first Chief figure that they released looked a lot better than the second Chief figure they released. And typically how this stuff goes is that if they release a newer version, they're going to print the newer version. So I was like, okay, damn, I see this old one right here on the shelves. I need to grab it because it's not going to be around.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun figure
Yeah.
too. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's
What is the set number?
Jodo, you just made me lose the piece.
Oh, sorry.
Ugh. You nut.
No, I
Why
didn't
are you looking at
notice
the
this,
set
but
Set number. I want to build the buggy.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
what's it? Oh, I'm just saying that it looks like Monkey Kid. Like I was looking at the thing earlier, but it seems like whoever been designed Monkey Kids that's been trying to put as many Bionicle references on the stickers.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Like even like deep cuts, like I was saying, some of these sets, like there's people having like I have like spray paint decals, like as graffiti of like the Duty Destiny logo, or somebody having like a motorbike having it as like a bumper sticker on the back.
Yeah.
But there was one set that I need to find a name for it. Honestly, it could also be a Ninjago set, but because like Monkey
It's
Kid and
probably
Ninjago do
Ninjago.
kind of have similar, they do kind of have similar aesthetics. But there was one set that not only put a Hero Factory put a Hero Factory reference and a Bionicle reference in the same set. They also chose to go for the deeper cut reference of putting a Barak, like the Barak Swarm logo on
Yeah.
there instead of any of the other Bionicle icons. And I actually appreciate that a lot because Bionicle, like when they designed Bionicle, they went crazy with all the cool logo designs, but it feels like not all of them got their full utilization.
No, yeah, they came and went pretty fast because there was just so much going on in those years, and often the sets took priority too. Like the Balrock are a really cool set concept, but they had really cool little logo things that uh, were prominently on their canisters and stuff, but the canisters often get thrown out. So the stuff kids really remember are the toys themselves.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, so yeah, that is
yeah,
cool that they're doing stuff like that. I'm happy that at the very least, if Lego is not going to do much with the property, they're still going to wink at the iconography and use it because if anything,
yeah,
it just seems like a nice thing to do to Faber too, considering he helped do a lot of those little
yeah,
designs, or and not just him, whoever else was doing some of the art design for that theme.
yeah.
It's like it's good for them to actually make good use of the investment, considering they actually did put a lot of effort into making something that had a lot of depth and thought behind it, like a whole story Bible was even. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah, it's definitely I hope at some point because Faber really wants to do like he's talked about it like on his social media before. He really wants to release an art book with like all of the stuff he did for Bionicle.
Yeah,
But the reason why he can't do it is because he need the Legos permission before going ahead with that, which
right.
it kind of which I understand. I understand it, but it does admittedly suck a bit that we it just can't get that.
Yeah.
By the way, also I'm looking at I was looking at this too. So like so it was Lego Hidden Side actually had one sticker piece that was at the end of reference was it was basically the unreleased Bionicle PC game. There was like a simplified screenshot from the game as one as like in that set. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a weird deep cut reference, but that was kind of cool.
That is cool.
Um, yeah, but also like looking at Lego Hidden Side's like set art, like they used like Fortnite colors, which is
Mm,
weird. It's like looks like they just like that somebody definitely put Fortnite on the mood board when working with it inside.
interesting. Yeah, I didn't really notice.
Yeah.
Like I knew that it had some
Yeah.
kind of weird colors, but I didn't notice as direct a correlation between Fortnite and Hidden Side.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to send over this box here, and you tell me that this doesn't look like a Fortnite render to you. What
Larson
would you do
says,
if Lego
Josiah,
released a
if you're
Fortnite
reading
set?
this, one sec. Larson says if you're reading this, we need to make a stream highlights of this before Caleb. Uh-oh. What is the highlight? What is the highlight that you're gonna use? Is it gonna be me calling us calling each other retards?
Mhm.
Great. Hey,
Sounds good.
Callan and
Yeah,
friends, how's it going? I went to. Oh yeah. Sorry. I just want to engage a little bit with the chat. Let me see what you said on Skype.
yeah,
Doo-ba-doo.
it's cool.
Uh,
Move
uh,
your hand.
sorry. Oh, you're building the car. That's right. I almost forgot the car was in this thing. Blah, blah, blah.
Is it good or bad car build?
Jojo, how is this car build? Is it a good or build or a bad build? Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. It is a lot more Fortnite-y. 'Cause I think the fact that the creepier stuff doesn't look as Fortnite-y as the daylight stuff kind of distracted me from that. But yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. It's
yeah,
the
it's
first
still
Lego set to. It's the first theme to have a bus in the theme, which is
yeah
weird.
the battle pass.
Yeah.
but but yeah, no, it does actually. even then, like the green type stuff, like I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I've seen those colors also used by Fortnite and something like less used. If it's still within the color palette, but yeah, it's the daylight stuff is definitely pure Fortnite color palette.
Yeah. Oh, I see what I did. Whoops. Where is that piece though? Oh man, I'm just missing one little thing that's supposed to curve up, and I don't see it nowhere. Unless it, oh, it is here. I thought it was this. Whoops. I'm looking at the wrong thing. The whole time.
Somebody decided to animate DJ Spitz freak out and
Is there another
like
sticker sheet?
No. Oh wait, actually there is. Wait, sorry. DJ Spitz freak out.
yeah, somebody animated a DJ Spitz to freak out in 3D.
I did see that. Yeah, that's funny.
Also, you might need to get some better lighting in your room, Caleb. It's like it looks like a dirty bungalow.
Yeah, I mean, I think JoJo's. I can't see exactly what it looks like right now.
Yeah, it just looks dark on camera. It's like probably if you just bumped up the exposure on OBS or something like that, it'll look better.
It's also just not a great camera. On the like there are lots of grain from the computer camera.
Yeah.
And it's not as bright of a day. Sometimes it looks better when there's daylight coming through the window, but it's still been a little overcast today. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, I should get some lighting, but I don't. The one thing that would be nice to have in this space would be somewhere to like shoot like direct in-person videos, but I've not set up my space in such a way that's good for that. So
yeah,
maybe in the garage at some point, or if I'll in my move out, I'll do something else. I don't know.
Yeah. I think if you were able to get like some sort of like curtain area between like where your television is and kind of like the secondary living room with the pianos and such. Like if you had like a little sound curtain that you could put in there, and then the piano area you could like got better soundproofing, you could probably use that area as like you could just set it up to record and break it down.
Too wide open, even for some precautionary soundproofing. I feel like you'd get that echo anyway. I mean, maybe I just really have to fill out more furniture all around it.
Maybe.
But
yeah.
But yeah.
I was recently doing some microphone research stuff because like for without going too much into detail for work, like it basically the likelihood of needing to do podcasting stuff or like getting that arranged is going to be it's more likely than it isn't.
Yeah.
And I was doing research on it, and there's one microphone called the Rode Pod mic that might be like that is like I'm definitely looking at for it because it's like just not like it doesn't break the bank. It's like 100 per pop, so it's like as much as an AT2020.
Yeah.
But the pickup pattern is like a lot more direct. So like if you're in a room that's like a bit more space, it's basically like if there's like noise coming from behind the mic or from the side of the mic, it's going to pick up less. It's only going to pick up like what's directly in front of it. So it's better for less treated rooms.
That's good.
So yeah, I'd say look into microphone pickup patterns. That might be like one thing that you might want to consider, like if you are upgrading a microphone. Same time though, like the AT2020 pickup pattern. I forget the names of the pickup patterns right now. But the pickup pattern for the AT2020 is better for voice acting because like if you're moving around, basically the take doesn't get ruined because it picks the sides better. But
that's good.
Yeah. What's also crazy too is like if you want to get like a recorder that can get multiple channels for audio recording. So I was looking into this, and there's this company that named Zoom that does like a lot of these. It's like Zoom and Tascam are like the two portable audio recorder companies that people work with. And Zoom what's crazy is that they have one that can do it can take in 4 analog microphones, and when it records them to an SD card all on individual audio tracks. So if you need to do like fancier stuff like in post editing, you actually can have more manipulation because everything is separated, which is great. As opposed to like if we were just to do everything over like OBS, like right here, everything's just one audio track, so it's like harder to work with.
Right.
But like the pod mic can also no, but not pod mic, sorry, pod track, like for like this device, like it can actually, like if you want to do like phone calls, or if you want to like have somebody like talking on the laptop, like it can actually record onto that portable audio recorder too. So so you can, so even if you have like somebody calling in for the podcast, you still have the separated audio track, which is also really nice. And but the craziest thing about this is that any other device that's like can do this type of stuff that I've been able to find, that has as many inputs and outputs to work with, they're not as portable, and they are also like twice as expensive.
Yikes.
Yeah, like most of them, like people, they're kind of like desktop mixing board looking devices. While this thing is like, yeah, I mean, I definitely am considering grabbing it because it just really, well, another thing too is also I need a portable audio recorder too as part of my kit. Like I need to figure out like lavalier mics, or if I need to get like a boom mic or something like that. But definitely having a portable dedicated audio recorder, but it just it, it it's just useful for so many regards, and trying to not have everything feed into a laptop while recording, it's really it's weird. Like recording video directly to a laptop is not really as ideal, I've found, as recording into dedicated devices.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're I'm looking for a piece that's not anywhere here. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, but that's good that you're figuring out the best audio setup. I definitely would like to figure something out down the line. But actually, I'm not in a place right now where I'm like really desperately wanting to record certain things. But I have thought about potentially reviewing a lot of the sets that I have and wondering how professional I should go with it if I were to do that. So
Yeah.
it's something that crossed my mind, but if anything, what's more on my mind is just maybe getting like a more expensive video camera that actually looks good, or better
I
than
mean,
what
is
I've
it
got.
is it, remember seriously correctly, like your photography looks great on your camera, but the video side is like
It's
not
okay.
as high
Yeah.
resolution?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's most
Yeah.
older DSLRs are pretty mediocre with the video, and I think even the newer ones are decent. Like they're not. It depends. It really depends on the brand.
Yeah, I mean, like my thing is, it's like definitely one, like at the time, like one of this like the like, but frankly a little too nice of a DSLR. But it's like, I mean, I'm glad I have it because that thing is gonna last me for a while as a camera body. But yeah, like that thing though, it's like you have to go really up in price to to work with a camera body that gets that gets decent resolution. While photography, it's like a lot easier because like the image output's going to be like you can get 4K on like a pretty cheap body for like if you're doing stop motion stuff. But if you want to do live action video at 4K, you have to go a lot higher.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing that kills you with photography with DSLRs too is it's like the SD cards, and trying to get like the right SD card that has like the correct write speed or the correct storage size, like all that stuff. That's a really big headache.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it makes you wonder why you even need to use the DSLR when all the TikTokers are using iPhone.
Yep. It's true.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll look at your. Let's see. I'm going to see. It's like
Yeah, I think a lot of people got sleepy. The hey
fine.
Callan and friends, how's it going? Old man tries to sell me an affordable microphone option. Oh brother.
Yeah, I'm looking at your like video camera like for your thing. It's like you were using the camera you're currently using for your stop, like the same DSLR for your like mock talk stuff, right?
Actually, not for the recent ones. I've just been using my iPhone for those ones.
Okay. Yeah, I would need to see like a good video comparison for it because it's like I think because if like the video I pulled up is the camera that I'm thinking of, um I think what you it's probably more of a white balancing issue that I think you're running into rather than a video quality thing. Like I think you could probably get a lot of the video quality stuff
Yeah,
adjusted.
but no, and I do agree that actually my phone's video is pretty good, or like, but uh, I feel like just having something that's a little more expensive, uh, in general for potential uh, film projects down the line might be just a valuable thing in general. That's
Hmm.
so. So I do think you're right though. I think that my lighting setup it's very medium. So I definitely want to do more work with that as well. But yeah, it's I think that I could get away with doing something cheaper and just doing reviews or with my phone or video if I just mess with the lighting. But I'm still curious to look at the options and maybe get something that would be a bit nicer overall down the line.
Yeah. From my experience, because like I've done like when I was in film school, I'd had like a lot of projects where I actually swapped between different qualities of cameras within the same project.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the thing that will get you and make you say g- um basically the perceived quality of like if something's a good or bad camera, it usually comes down to more so post color correction stuff rather than the actual camera itself. I feel like if like you can what's the I'm trying to think of like the exact thing for it. Um like specifically if you make like the midtones, like if you bring the midtones down to make them more black and basically and bump up the saturation a little bit, you can make an iPhone camera like you can make their iPhone camera look a couple $100 more expensive.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't push it.
So yeah, iPhone cameras just in general tend to come out kind of faded. So if you push it away from the faded look, it looks good. Uh but it's but like a lot of that type of stuff, like yeah, I would say like Adobe Premiere like has a lot of good tools for that because uh you can actually have like visual graphs on telling you like what is like too saturated and what's not saturated enough. Which are good. Usually those tools though admittedly are supposed to or made in mind for like broadcast television,
Right.
but no one really uses broadcast anymore and you can but it still works pretty good as kind of like a okay, just don't go too far type of metric because with TV broadcasting, what's crazy about it, which is still like completely like it's completely mental that this is just how the technology worked. But like if you were transmitting like something on satellite and the color like if you put too much red and you were broadcasting to channel 5, channel 6 might be you're accidentally interfering with channel 6's signal because the red is going through and infecting with channel 6.
Oh
And if you
wow.
do that, like you get like huge legal fines if you actually bleed into the other channel and interfere with them.
Interesting. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so it's like it's not just a loop that's a mild technical issue. It's like no, like your company gets like huge legal penalties and you probably lose your job if you put too much red in this this shot, which is
That's pretty
fucking
funny.
insane. But it's true. Yeah, darn, I said that word again. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah, like a lot of I don't know, like a lot of like filmmaking stuff, like historically, um, like
Mm-hmm.
it's I know like a lot of people crap on digital film and it's like oh yeah, films just don't look as good when they're shot in film digital instead of real film and all that type of stuff, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy that stuff like DSLRs came up and like we have digital and video editing now because like the filmmaking was like was basically held together with like shoestrings. Like when before then, it's like the idea of making a movie like purely on analog film, which I've worked on with analog film before, is just like such a it would be such a nightmare. Like it's like I don't like it's a miracle like half of like the movies that were made that were shot on analog that you
Mhm.
see like the old school action movies and all that stuff. Like it's a miracle that they even got made because I'm like, how did he even do that with with analog film? Because
Yeah.
it's like it's such a it's like it's so expensive and so temperamental. Uh like even like when you're like unloading and loading different like rolls of like into the camera, like you have to make sure the sun doesn't get it because if the sun accidentally gets into that footage you just shot, yeah, sorry, that just got you just ruined it. And it's like, oh yeah, you also have to develop this film correctly or you ruin it. It's like there's just so many steps of it. It's like this like in this post and like the handling process while with and it's so much worse than just, oh yeah, your file got corrupted, and even then your file getting corrupted is still like fucking awful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, what the pain. That's pretty interesting. Oh
Mm.
boy, I'm glad I don't work in that technology. Don't even
Yeah.
want to deal with that.
Even though you work on YouTube and you
Hmm.
deal with
Well,
it in a way.
in a way, but I'm not bleeding into other people's radio stations or anything like that, thankfully. Hee hee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Um.
Wow, we actually did it. The set is done. Holy mackerel.
Mhm.
I know that there's a couple missing extra pieces that I don't know what to do with. Well, in fact, I don't even. Let's check this out. I had to fill that in because I just could not find the 1x2 white gray brick. I don't know. I can't build this thing 100% without a mistake somewhere in there. But oh well, it's done.
Yeah. There was like one thing on like the Lego Sonic set I got that like there was like one glaring issue that I kind of just shrugged off. I didn't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it's like like when stacking some of the like that there were for some reason like I don't know like if I misplaced a piece or something like that, but there wasn't a but there was like one of the 1x1 bricks was missing, so I just stacked 3 tiles and used it there, and I was just thinking, and just was like, yeah, hopefully I don't need those tiles later. Hopefully I have enough repeats of this, which I did, and I totally forgot I did that until just now.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that
Uh,
said, like, I mean, I'm glad that they made that set. But yeah, that's one of the few times where I'm a little bit like, I would have been okay at the stickers on the checkerboards on the sides were just one big sticker.
yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
it looks really cool. It looks really cool, like in retro, like after getting it completed. But while building it, you're just a little bit of like, this thing would be done already if this wasn't there.
Yeah, that's what Lego's doing a lot of these days, which is, it's like kind of cool that you're like, this is what I wanted when I was younger. Like, the bricks can make all these things and do these things better. But then you actually have to tediously put them all together, and you're kind of like, maybe I actually prefer just the sticker or the printed piece. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to.
Wow. Yeah. I'm just looking around. It seems like R4 cards are actually really like the price for them actually is like pretty affordable right now. Are you familiar with R4 cards, or are you not? Do you not know those?
No, I'm not.
So like for the original DS, they had a thing where like people there was one of the like some like I don't know, I think like I can't tell you which East Asian country it was, but one of the East Asian countries figured out how to break around some of the anti-piracy stuff on the system, and what they released was that they had a cartridge that was like a DS cartridge, but it had like a slot for a micro SD card. And you could put that, and what you could do is you could load up different games on the micro SD card, and then put into the card your R4 card, and then the R4 card into your DS, and then you could play like pretty much any DS game you wanted that you could download from online. It was like the biggest piracy tool that happened, and I think there was like a 3DS workaround for it, but specifically for the DS console life cycle, that was like, it was a huge deal and it was a huge thorn in Nintendo's side for it.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. That way, for full disclosure, typically my philosophy towards piracy goes that it's like if you can, if the game is still on the market, don't you know buy the game officially, and if you can't, and if it's off the market, then basically have game. Basically,
They're not
it's
making
free
money
game
on it.
more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's like a lot of great games out there that you can't get. Like a good example is like Kirby Superstar Ultra is like a enhanced remake of the original Kirby Superstar. And Kirby Superstar is ported on a bunch of different things, but if you want the enhanced version, it was only made for the original DS and nothing else. And it's like it still baffles my brain to this day because it's like so much like it adds extra modes and like a lot of the minor gameplay and mechanical changes to the game like elevates the game so much that it's like the definitive version of the game to me. So I'm like, it baffles my brain, and it's definitely one of those games that I'm like, this one can't just be completely lost to time. It's too good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. It's actually crazy. Like Nintendo does actually have a habit of making enhanced versions of their games, and then when they port it to future systems, they don't port the enhanced version of it. Like Zelda Ocarina of Time has a game. It had like a direct Nintendo GameCube port that had a additional mode that was harder that had like redesigned levels and all that. And if you wanted and that version of the game, and if you wanted that version, which was called Master Quest, if you wanted Master Quest, Master Quest wasn't put on any future Nintendo system until they did a ground up remake of Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 3DS. But after doing a ground up remake of Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 3DS, when they guess what they did when they were putting Ocarina of Time on the Switch?
What did they do? I can't even.
They put the original Nintendo 64 version of the game without Master Quest or the enhanced graphics.
That's yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But I get that, like, it's like sometimes you want to have both, and in some cases, like Majora's Mask, when they tried to do the enhanced version, they actually made it worse. But then there's like certain things where if you had a game that was well received with its enhancements, it should be the version that gets like it. Like I understand it not being the default version released because you don't want to scrub the original history, but you also don't want to scrub the enhancements because it's a better game. You fix some of the problems.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I feel like video games got to be the most crazy industry in terms of preservation. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to factor in other industries, including like film, but there's so many factors with programming and keeping certain software relevant in some way.
Yeah, I would say like it's the thing that makes video games harder is first off is that it's compatibility with hardware is one big thing, but it's also video games like compared to film and television, like film and television in a way because it's passive media, but it's also in a weird sense, if you were to think about it, like in terms of entertainment, there's such thing as tangibles and non-tangibles. And a movie, while it's technically tangible in the sense of that you have like the media that it's stored on, the experience of watching a movie, it's kind of more, for lack of a better term, intangible. Like, the thing that makes Star Wars, like Star Wars isn't cool because it exists on a VHS or it's like or something like that. It's like Star Wars is cool because it's a good movie that you passively consumed, but for video games still, like the video games are extremely tangible, and like part of the experience of like what makes a video game great is like down to the controller that you're playing it off of,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you have like other things too, like it's like say like Bionicles, let's relate it back to that so no one gets bored too much. But with Bionicles,
how many people? We got 5, 7. Oh yeah, I guess people are picking back up a little.
Yeah. So Bionicles, like that's like the Bionicles are a collectible toy, so they're a physical tangible, they're a tangible entertainment.
Yeah.
And the only way to like it's either the really the most you can really yeah, there's definitely a lore and there's definitely like external media you can go with, but at the end of the day though, to fully engage with Bionicle as a franchise, you need to have the physical collectible. To fully engage with video games, you need to actually physically be able to interface and actually play with the piece of media. And with movies though, it's like it does, it's like you just need to be able to watch it off of something. It doesn't matter what it is. um Video games tend to though hit that weird in between where it's like for like again like a lot of the problem with video games is that people still can't fully agree on what video games are. Like people can agree what movies are. Like like the 90% of the population are going to say movies are one specific thing and agree with it. Video games though, like people, it's like like people can't fully describe like come to a consensus on how important story is to a video game. People can't fully come to a consensus on how important it is to play in a video game off of its original hardware. All of that stuff.
Oh my
And and it gets like really, it gets into splitting. Basically, with video games, you start splitting hairs a lot quicker compared to other other media.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, sorry. I'm doing something probably unwise. I just lifted the Daily Bugle on top of my Lego my built all the shelf of or all the shelves I have for my drawers. And not only does it reach over, but it almost reaches the ceiling. The very tip of the thing almost reaches the ceiling.
Yeah, you should probably take it off there. That's not a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm looking at the video. It just looks like a bad idea, man. You have enough living room area. Just put it in your living room, man. I don't think anybody's gonna have an issue with it.
Probably not. Yeah, you make a good point.
So somebody says, "Why is your Lego in the living room?" Say like, "I'll get out of my living room when he cleaned the damn garage."
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make a good point, Cage.
Yeah. For full disclosure, Caleb's audience, one of Caleb's roommates has been putting one too many cardboard boxes in Caleb's garage, and it seems, oddly enough, it seems like it bothers me much more than it bothers him.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ask him about it soon because my assumption was always okay. He just wants a bunch of boxes there, in case he moves out. It's good to have some boxes on standby to put stuff inside when you get everything moved into a truck and all that. So I'm like, okay, that's fair, because it seemed like it was mostly big boxes. Now I just looked at the stack recently, and I saw a pizza box on there. So I'm like, he's probably just saying, oh, well, I just want to recycle them properly. I can guarantee you that's what he's going to tell me. Oh, I just want to... It's like, well, when is that going to happen?
Yeah, just say like, oh, just pull up the recycle plan in Google Maps, and they're like, okay, yeah, here you go. Go there.
Yeah, exactly. Although, I don't know if I want to do that with this one though. Yeah. Maybe do it with one of these ones.
Yeah, that one's too cool.
That is a good idea though. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because she's boring now, so it's normal.
Jojo was just trying to think of a clever way of having Peter's changing outfits behind the building.
Mm-hmm.
While the main Spider-Man fights Doc Ock on the building. An exciting war.
Yeah, you got the two hooded Spider-Men running around.
Invisibles.
Yeah, it's interesting how they actually made the first Ghost Spider, as they call her, I guess. Or the Spider-Gwen. They made the first one as they were phasing out the classic Jedi hood piece.
Yeah.
And now they have the new standard hoodie type Lego piece. So now I have a version of Spider-Gwen with the old hood that looks a lot kind of, robe-like. It looks like it's a part of a big cloak. And then the one that's a little tighter that looks kind of like it could just be a jacket.
Yep.
Neither looks bad, but I can understand why they are trying to phase in the other one. That's one that I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one looks better. I still can't fully decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Yeah, I will say like what it's like I do like I like I do like Spider-Gwen and Miles, but that's like Spider like I like them both a lot like when I watch Spider-Verse, and I think they're cool characters and like cool additions to like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Um but at the same time, though, I do think that like it is unfortunate their names are completely just messed up because of the fact that like a lot of the like because like like even though Miles is another Spider-Man, to distinguish him from like the original Spider-Man, people just call him by his like original identity name, and it just feels a little odd, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's the big problem. They don't have unique
Yeah,
names for them, and whatever
yeah.
unique name you can come up for them is gonna sound kind of dumb. Like Ghost Spider,
I,
it's not terrible, but it's
yeah,
not great.
yeah. I mean, Ghost Spider, like I get why they use the name Ghost Spider though, because I mean, like Spider Woman's like an older
Odie
character that
of them,
exists.
and there's been like three of them in the comics with very different costume
Yeah,
designs, so it's like that's
yeah,
done.
yeah, and like yeah, but at the same time though, it's like no one really like honestly like I don't think even people who really like Spider-Man a lot really like. I think most of them don't give a shit about the current existing Spider-Woman, and they would just be all like, "Oh, let's just make this one Spider-Woman."
Yep. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time, though, yeah, it's kind of all messed up because she was introduced as as Spider is as Spider-One basically like when introduced. Like that's what everybody knows her as. Um, Yeah, I've that set comes with Spider Ham too, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny too because I kind of like his simplified torso as a spider web torso on the front. It does look just kind of like a nice aesthetically pleasing Spider-Man torso.
But on the
But on the back,
Yeah.
it's got the pig on the spider, the pig head on the spider.
and a
So,
pigtail.
oh yeah, he had a pigtail as a above the four
As the
spider
head.
legs. So yeah, you can't exactly
Yeah.
use it as an alternate Spider-Man torso. It's very
Yeah.
uniquely tailored for Spider Ham. Yeah,
Did they
it's
put did they put Spider Noir on that set too, or did they
not
not
on
put
the
him in?
set, but there is a set with him that I do have. So that's fun. I
Yeah.
did I did get the set that comes with Spider Noir. In fact, that's the one that JoJo was mocking in the stream highlight that we did with him, where he talked about him being the Lego kid, the angry Lego kid.
Yeah, no, the angry Lego kid that goes Rio for every single Lego set.
Yup.
Have have they reissued like the for like Green Goblin like are they doing like are they gonna use the original headpiece for like the No Way Home Green Goblin stuff, or what's happening there?
Um, reissue. I don't know. I think that the standard Lego policy with these movies that tend to have lots of big spoilers in them, like Endgame and now obviously No Way Home, is that they make sets devoid of spoilers immediately to tie into the movie's release. So much so that I know that for the sets that came out to tie into No Way Home, they had like one of the little tiny creatures that's somewhere in the that the kind of the what's the basement basically of Strange's
Yeah,
building.
yeah,
They had that be like a big monster to fight.
Yeah.
So
really.
yeah, they just made it bigger and like, oh well, they're fighting that thing instead of any of the villains. So yeah, none of the recent sets, even though, because technically you got to think about it. When Lego was probably given the okay to start working on the sets, not one trailer with Doc Ock had even been released at the time. So there probably wasn't even any kind of cross pollination to be like, yeah, you can make sets with these Spider-Man characters too. Like no,
Yeah,
there's not a
I've just
single, not a single of the old villains has been in a Lego Spider-Man set in the tie-in for this new set. So in probably later this fall, some of those sets might come out. Maybe we'll see.
yeah, yeah, I'm just looking at that set, and that set's like one of the most confusing sets I've ever seen for like a Lego based off of a movie thing because I don't even remember that monster in the original movie.
Yeah,
And
I think
also Wong does not look like Wong in the Lego set.
no, he looks like some cool dude. He's like, hey. That's Wong.
For a second, I thought that was supposed to be Ned, and then when I realized it was Wong, I'm like, I'm not sure that's even more confusing.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they're going? Do you think because like Ned isn't around? Do you think we're gonna get a Lego set where it's like where I mean not Lego set, sorry, I mean like a movie where like the next Spider-Man movie where he hasn't seen his friends in a while, like Ned shows up and he's just completely above Chad.
That would be funny. I mean, they've already
It should be.
had him getting thinner and thinner with each movie.
Did he actually get thinner?
He was a little thinner in No Way Home, I think. Obviously, he was still chunky, but
Yeah.
he's been losing weight
Yeah.
with, like,
Yeah.
I think they thought it would be funny for him to really have the weight in the first one, and then with each one, it's like there hasn't been as much pressure for him to be the funny fat guy.
Oh, I think it's like I remember him seeing like in an interview, and it's actually feel sad for the guy because it's actually it's pretty messed up when he put it this way, but it's like he actually like he actually like in the interview he was talking about being like it's like I try to eat as healthy as I can, and I try to make and I try to get healthier with the food choices, but I can't get but he more or less said like I can't go too healthy because I'll lose too much of the weight, and if I lose too much of the weight that messes up my job. It's like such
Yeah.
a weird concept that you're being paid to be fat, so it's
No,
like
it's
you're
true,
like I don't
though.
want to be fat no more.
It's true. I mean, that same thing happened with
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson when she got thinner. Like her agents were like, "Really? No, don't do that. Don't be healthy."
Yeah, which is so. It's like I don't know. It's like it doesn't make that it's not too good of a thing. I think it's unhealthy that that's like a thing that exists in society. We live in societies,
Yep.
but it'd be if I'm just thinking about though just I'm just thinking about just the concept of just being just like your boss is like, hey, yeah, it seems like you're losing a lot of weight. It's like, yeah, man, I'm feeling pretty healthy and I'm very good. It's like, yeah, what have you been doing? Doing a little jogging? It's like, no, I'm mostly weightlifting. I've been eating vegan 5 days out of the week. Oh yeah, that sounds good, sounds good. And then just drops like a giant Burger King Whopper and goes, eat this. No, eat this. You need to you need to fix some of what you're doing.
Well,
Eat this.
I'm not hungry right now. Come on. You know
No,
you
no,
want a bite.
but you need to eat it.
You want a bite. You know you want a bite.
You,
You
you
little
want
porker.
yeah.
You know you
You
want.
know.
You know you want a little
Akua
porker.
walks,
Come on.
Akua walks in and goes behind Ned's shoulders. I know you want a bite of that burger.
Come on.
I know you want a bite of Jala.
I know you want us to. Come on, Jala. I know you can absorb elements through your hands, but you want to taste a bite of this burger, don't you? Takua, what are you doing?
Just yeah, dude. Like I can't wait for everybody to be like, ooh, I can't believe Callan did a fat fetish stream highlight. What's next for? And then just hard, you just going wah. Yeah. Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm looking at the Lego Shop website right now. I can't. They redesigned the stuff so crazy. Like I have a hard time telling what like they don't show me all the sets. I don't know like how much they have offering right now. I feel like they made
Yeah.
it more confusing.
Well, it doesn't help too that they just have so many sets from so many different things like on available now. It was really weird
Yeah.
going in December where like all the Ninjago stuff was sold out because it's their most popular and cheapest theme generally. Like you
Yeah.
get the best bang for your buck for pieces and characters and stuff that your kids are gonna like. So
Yeah.
it was like
Makes you wonder why they don't make more.
yeah,
Part of
yeah,
that.
it does in part. But the weirdest part was going to the Lego store that's in Orlando. Like they would Disney, you know that there's Disney World out here. They also have a kind of whole section of stores that are associated with Disney, or not necessarily associated, but it's just kind of riding off the Disney name that like, oh, you can walk through all these areas. There's lots of Disney branding, and it's all these stores are located here. So they have a Lego store.
Yeah,
in the
I saw like a lot of that around the Orlando area.
Exactly. So yeah, one of the
Yeah.
specific areas called Disney Springs, and they have a Lego store there. And I checked it out because I had to buy the Winnie the Pooh set there because it was actually not available online. They were out of stock at Christmas time.
Oh.
I bought it for my mom as a because she kind of half joked that she wanted it, and now she doesn't know where to put it. So we
Yeah.
haven't built it yet, but we'll get to it. Point is that
Yeah, I actually wanted to grab that myself, but yeah.
yeah, it is cute. We haven't built it
Yeah.
yet, so I can't tell you the details, but it looks really cool from the box and everything. Point is that when I went in the store, like it felt like there were no standard Lego sets, and I've been in that store quite a few times where it's like, there's the Pharaoh's Quest stuff, there's the Aqua Raiders, like all the old thing, like there's always the themes things. It seemed like now it was pretty much just all adult and Lego ideas and like the super expensive things, like all the things that are kind of hard to find anywhere in normal stores. It was really weird.
Do you think that was like a holiday thing, or do you think it was?
It was
or do you think
probably a
that's just
holiday.
general
I think
thing?
it was probably a holiday thing where they were
There's
out of stock of
probably
most of
an
the standard
extreme
things,
highlight
so they were
just
putting those things just all over in different places to fill in the gaps to make it not look like there's half empty spots. But it was really weird to see, even if it was just a holiday thing. So yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that it's not the way it always is, but it's definitely the way it half is. Like, because the store was already full of that stuff, and then I could tell they just kind of spread it out further, probably to fill in some of the gaps.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what those Lego locations tend to be. It's like, okay, all this. It's a good place for people who don't want to order stuff online, who are just used to buying things in stores. They can find like the Lego Ninjago City Gardens and big expensive stuff like that here.
I didn't realize that there was such thing as a black suit Spider Ham. Like they actually made that for one of the Venom sets.
Is that in the
That's
comics?
amazing.
Amazing.
No, that's like in like there's a Lego set that's like it's like small $15 one that's like it's like mostly minifigures, and you have like this you have Iron Man that's half Venom, half Iron Man. You have Spider Man, you got Venom minifigure style, and then you got and then you got this Spider Ham that's Venomized. It's amazing.
I didn't realize that existed in Lego.
Yeah, I'm going to show. I'm going to drop in the chat. It's one of the weirder sets I've seen.
I think he should.
It's.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's yeah. Kind of wish that there was more of an actual build with it, but it's still pretty funny.
It depends.
Yeah,
we've gotten to a weird point where like it's almost all or nothing with the way Lego. It's like you're buying the small sets just for the minifigs, and then anything else is more so for like they go all in on the build to justify the price tag, to put like 2 minifigs that you want inside it. It's interesting.
Yeah. I with I will say like I don't want to be too like crotchety and like all that type of stuff with Lego, because it's like I have such mixed emotions with it, because like on one hand it's like a lot of the stuff, it's like there's definitely like undeniable improvements that like Lego's been making that compared to like the like last decade, like it just it's insane that half of the stuff that's being made is there. I mean, but at the same time though, it's just the fact that everything has to be based off of like a pre-existing franchise or a pre-existing product. I mean, like even down to the fact like for Technic, like looking at 2 of the coolest Technic cars right now, like that are on the market. Like one of them is based off of a Ford model, and the other one is based off of like it's like a tie-in with the Fast and the Furious, you know?
Wow. Yeah.
It's like it's like the fact that it's I get that like in some ways, like there's some of the philosophy of like, oh, why make your own thing if you can just use the pre-existing thing, like if you have like the option to make either Indiana Jones or Johnny Thunder, it's like on one hand some people are going to be like, well, like why make this knockoff Indiana Jones when you can get the actual license? But the other hand, it's like there's something.
More
I felt like
likely.
Johnny Thunder had more. Yeah, there's something. The Johnny Thunder, I always felt like it's the reason I always go back to Johnny Thunder as the example. But I feel like Johnny Thunder has like more
Why would you
charm
do
to
that?
it than any Lego Indiana Jones set did because it had more of identity and a personality of its own, while Indiana Jones was based off of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And you could and you had like more flexibility to work with. Like like Indiana Jones was like only in the Himalayas for like once, like a couple seconds in like one of the movies, but then but for Johnny Thunder, you could have like an entire line of the Himalaya sets to work with, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, it's like you got all of that there too, and just like I don't know, just doing like that kind of like old style pulp adventure novel thing. Like Indiana Jones doesn't own old style pulp adventure novels, so trying to
No.
do something else that's like in the same vein rather than just using the same IP. It's I mean, like it's supposed to be a toy about creativity, so like it should be creating more stuff to kind of it just doesn't that's my biggest concern with it. It's like, well, the builds have been getting bigger. It's like I feel like the creativity with Lego is just not as good as it was like a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's they've fought they've I'm and it's like I agree with that in general in terms of the like the general branding of the company, the direction of the company, because I do think a lot of the creativity as far as like certain sets being designed is interesting. But yeah, they're going but and there is
Like
definitely
I should clarify. It's more so like their engineering and the creative engineering, like all that's still good with Lego. It's more so
how they package it.
conceptual creativity.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like conceptual creativity, like down to like the what are we making, like how they're making it. That they're killing it with that, but what they want to make, that's kind of like it's always based off of something else. It's like it feels like they do very little things that are based off of their own. And 9 times out of 10, if they're going to make something that of their own, they're trying to just recapture Ninjago's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they'll continue to figure out the balance with all that stuff cuz they need a Bionicle. They need something.
Yeah.
Ninjago kind of is their Bionicle, but I think they're really running out of steam with that one.
Yes.
I mean,
I
and
think
that's not to say
Monkey.
that they should cancel Ninjago, but they need something fresh because this new wave seems very uninspired from
You have like Monkey
creativity.
Kid that's been
That's
that
true, but then
it's
it's
been capturing a lot of people.
they made that China exclusive as far as stores are concerned. They don't even sell that here in
Wait, really?
Walmart's. No, yeah, it's not sold in Walmart's or Targets. It's only sold on the Lego website.
Well, what? That makes so damn sense. It's like the animation is like Western Studio. They have like English dubs of like all their cartoons and everything like that. It's so
Yeah,
confusing.
it's weird. Yeah,
It's like I mean like to most people who don't like like care about Lego to the extent that we do. Like I've seen people who like are like okay yeah I like yeah I couldn't care about Ninjago but this Monkey Kid thing looks pretty cool. It's
yeah.
like it's so confusing. What are they doing?
I do not know. There's some crazy
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah. And yeah, it's I feel like one of the big things to really that comes down to is the fact too that like unless if you're really interested in building miniatures, uh like basically like Lego only appeals to people who like building miniatures. Really, it's like I mean yeah sure like everybody likes how minifigures look, but if you're going to like actually do something more than just buy minifigures, uh like actual set stuff, it's like that's all they're appealing to. It doesn't there's not a whole um there's not like a whole lot of options for sets that really feel like that they appeal towards people who are interested in like other different things. Like they have like the kind of like the weird like mosaic or like what something called like sketches or something like that where they have like kind of like the wall art things built with Legos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um
What is it? Yeah, spots or
yeah.
something?
It's brick sketches.
Oh, brick. That's what actually what its branded is. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like they have ones of, and like those things they're I don't know, they're all right, but they're definitely not gonna go. It's yeah, it's just like I think that like my big thing with it is it's just that um looking at all the themes that they're offering right in now,
Looks pretty cool.
it
Yep.
Although the bottom seems a bit lackluster.
yeah, it's confusing. It feel like I can't put my finger on it. It feels like that there's like all. It feels like that there's. It feels like there's more Lego products than ever, but less. But when looking at the themes, it's like just scrolling through like what the theme tab is under a site. Like there's kind of this is that it feeling that I'm
Lego
getting
Spider-Man
from it.
3.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely think their website could be more fresh in the way they splash stuff on the front page. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but it's like even then, like I've always felt like that there was like it's the biggest issue with stuff, and it's something that I've been kind of learning more and more when I've been doing stuff for work and like looking into like basically product development and like working with people like on things is that um like the big trap a lot of people who make stuff like a lot of like and money people like fall into
Yeah.
is that they're like, okay, we have an audience. Let's make something that this audience likes. At the same time, though, it's like the ball only keeps rolling if you're getting new people on board
Uh-huh.
and not just constantly pushing the same ball. And you always need to have like a means of getting people onto the like new fans. Then, basically, is a good way to describe it, or making something that's gonna appeal to people who don't care about your thing prior. You know,
Right. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like for like Marvel movies it's like they always make the movies available, so it's like if you want to get into watching the newest MCU movie, like if you can marathon some movies with your kid,
It's
and
true,
you
yeah.
have like a lot. Yeah, so it's like you got that to work with. But then for um but like the thing that Bionicle ran into was like Bionicle, like a lot of people I talked to that were Bionicle, they're like, oh yeah, that was awesome, and it's great. But at the same time, though, it's also the big issue with it is that um, they didn't have like mainstay characters to stick around. So like if you wanted to get onto the franchise, you didn't have like your long term players to get on board with. uh yeah, Ninjago, like love it or hate it, one thing that I will like I think it's kind of hard to argue against is the fact that one good thing is that like regardless of like which theme, I mean what wave you're getting, like if you want to get like a minifigure of like the Red Ninja,
Yeah.
you can consistently get a minifigure of the Red Ninja,
Yeah.
uh the character doesn't feel like he's phased out too often, but Bionicle, like the roster was moving around so much that basically like having like a main character for people to get attached to, uh, it was maybe a little too experimental, I guess is a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Uh, so you had that going on with Bionicle, and then the other thing too is it's like the main piece of lore, the accessible piece of lore. It's like so. For lore, you got either movies which were questionable canon and not comprehensive. You got uh like long ass novelizations that no one is gonna read unless if you're a noob or nerd, and kids don't like reading. So uh yeah, pass. And then you got and then you got the comic books. The comic books make the most sense as like basically the onboard
Wait, real quick,
people
we're
on
getting a
board,
lot of
and
comments. I'm
what
sorry,
Lego
but
should
I'm
have done.
sorry. Wait, real quick. I appreciate. We're just getting a lot of comments that are not. I haven't responded to in the last like 20 minutes. So I just wanted to like. I
Yeah,
was
I'll
trying
just
to wait
wrap up
for
my
any.
point.
No, I really, really would
No,
like to respond.
I'll just end it right here. It's just basically TLDR. Bionicle didn't have something to get new fans caught up easy and consumed. They should have the comics in like constant rotation.
Right. Yeah. No, I do agree with
Yeah.
that though. Yeah. And that's a good point to make because yeah, it's
Yeah.
it lost with each new theme, it definitely lost a way to
Yeah.
stay connected very
Okay.
consistently.
Either you need to constantly have new IP going in with Lego, or they need to be having stuff like to get people caught up and on board with their long-lasting ones.
Yeah,
And
which is
people
why the
interested in
web
it.
stuff would have been good. Like I liked the concept of doing the web cartoon things with G2, except that you
Yeah.
could tell how cheaply they were done, and there weren't really that many of them either. So, and the story was not deep at
Yeah.
all. But anyway, I just want
Yeah.
to. Okay, but yeah, let's respond. Someone
Yeah.
asked me
Well,
over and over again.
yeah,
No, you're good. I just want to get to a couple of these real quick. Count, did you hear Cal Lego came out with a set of the Titanic? I did see that today. Actually, I've had the catalog for a while, but I only just properly looked at it. It's like over $690. Interesting in a slightly tasteless way. Also, a guy kept asking over and over, please respond, who's your favorite Bionicle character? That's a hard one to answer because, like, from a character.
Callan, what's your favorite Bionicle
But their
character? Hey,
their
Callan,
point
are we still
was,
doing this Hey Callan joke?
I know, but the point is, I think they were trying to go for like a deeper thing of like who is like a really strong character in all the lore, more than just like a Toa being a good hero, but like, which is, I don't know, a lot of them have those same kind of basic elements. So I'm just gonna say, from a very selfish perspective, it's Tahu because he's a misogynist, and I can really relate to that. I respect it. You know?
I'm a little bit more of a cuck than Callan here, so I'm not going to be saying Tahu, but like I think my favorite, um, like I,
It's good.
I think honestly probably my favorite character might be Tekua, like
I
Tekua
do
or
like him a
Jala,
lot.
like those two characters.
Yeah,
Like I they get it. Like I feel like consistently throughout the Bionicle franchise, like aside from them just being generally likable characters, those two I feel like have had the best characterization consistently throughout the franchise.
yeah,
And in fact, like for one of the projects like one of the games that I want to get around to making, like the main character for it is actually like a lot Tekua was actually one of the main inspirations for the character. So
yeah. I'd say
yeah.
Takua
So
specifically is interesting because I'd say his characterization in Mask of Light is probably his least likable from a selfishness kind of perspective. Of like, he's the reluctant hero in that. Meanwhile, if you look at all of his extensive placement in the lore, like the guy constantly keeps getting all this bad stuff happening to him, and he's still doing the right thing with each new thing, regardless of what he remembers or not. He's pushing forward and being motivated and helping people in the town, recovering all the Taraga stuff, even when he gets banned from his own tribe.
yeah,
It's like this
what I
guy.
liked about a lot. Sorry,
No, I was just
what?
saying this guy won't quit. He's got a strong moral ethic.
What I like about Tekua's character a lot that he has, which in Mask of Light kind of it does kind of like it's interesting because yeah, like the responsibility thing is kind of like been like was something that he kind of struggled a little bit with, but I feel like they played it up a lot more with it in Mask of Light than in prior material for him.
Yeah.
But the thing I liked a lot about him as a character is that he he was a good insert character. Like he wasn't completely bland. He wasn't like bland, no personality type man. Like he had a character to him, but he was also while still being a point of view character.
Yeah.
And also like his consistent curiosity was something that I always felt like was likable about Tekua
Yeah.
because like I didn't feel like he was uh because like you have this world it makes sense from a narrative standpoint but because so like you always are learning about all this stuff, this interesting world, and you're learning it through the eyes of this character that's always interested. um but I don't know, just like like there like through that he also had like a lot of endearing traits that came about him that compared to like a lot of other characters in the Manui arc of Bionicle, like if you look at them, pretty much all the characters are pretty set in their ways, which I think is the things that it's like both this strength and weakness, I guess, that's Bionicle's because on one hand it's a large cast, so trying to do like all these different constantly evolving arcs would have been a lot to deal with in those 3 years. But at the same time, though, what made Tekua stand out was that he was the one that always felt like he was constantly changing and learning, while every other character kind of was like, was was more reluctant to change compared to him.
Yep, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's I think it's cool too. Something that's not often remembered as one of his more popular moments is him joining the six Matoran who are like, screw this. The Turaga are really not telling us anything. This is where we've had enough of this. We're gonna go off and figure out what's happened to the Toanuva. And Takanuva's like, all right, I'm going with you. He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't stick around despite hanging around as the last Toa to protect the Matoran. He's like, oh, I'll join you until it's literally the plot ex machina. This Toa can't be here this year. That sends him back. Yeah. Light.
Yeah, it's literally the plot. Literally, the plot force field stopped him from going forward.
Exactly. It's like which I guess is kind of fun. It's good in a way. It's not great from a writing perspective, but it's good in a way when a character is such a strong ethic in terms of what you would expect out of them, that you have to write certain things like that to keep them out of doing certain things. That it can make for a very strong character from a good, encouraging everyman while also being a kind of a hero. So yeah, I like. Takua's a very good answer.
I'd rather lazy plot force field over having a character act out of character.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's better than ruining the character. Also, I want to respond to some comments. Christopher Yagonzinski says, also, Callan, before I just want to say your videos continue to make me smile, laugh, and always make me feel better. Thank you for that. Absolutely, dude. I appreciate that. And that goes out to IDS and Cage as well, because they're the ones who keep me laughing. Their humor is the primary drive that makes a lot of these highlights fun.
Yeah.
So
now, what would you say if the comment was like, your videos never made me laugh. They don't make me laugh. They will never make me laugh. I don't like them. Like, what would you do if that was your comment?
I'd probably just laugh along and be like, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Have a good day.
Would it be like more of that type of thing? Way hey hey, or
more
would
of
it
a
be kind
way
of like like sexy lip bite laugh, or would it be the iconic? Like
it might be a depending on how it was read. If IDS read it in a really funny way, you get a out of me. If it was just casual,
okay, well, you read it in this voice, like it's like it would be the.
You're getting more of my standard laugh.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends.
Okay.
I can't predict exactly when you'll get the out of me.
Okay.
I don't think Callan has a tolerance for yellow journalism. Oh, for like biting out of the Daily Bugle? Because someone also told me to bite out of the Daily Bugle, but gosh, I would really hurt my teeth. I don't want to. I can pretend to bite it. Chomp, chomp, chomp. That's the most you're getting.
Yeah, I don't want to go too. I had a good joke there, but I can't say with JoJo presence.
Oh, don't worry, it's not in the headphones.
Nah,
You're in the headphones.
To quote the iconic line from Obi-Wan, "Don't try it."
That was it.
No, the joke was something else.
I see.
Like, I think you can guess what the term you were eating something.
Oh, don't.
You were eating something. Insert innuendo. You can piece it together. J. Jonah there. Yeah. And I got the neck laugh there. So.
Vor.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you want Bionicle to be rebooted? I feel like we've talked about this 100,000 times, but not.
I want to be the one who reboots Bionicle. That's
basically,
my answer.
yes. Basically, that's our answer. That if it has, at this point, we want what we want out of it.
I want to reboot it and the IDEB's documentary on LJ being bitter that I'm the one.
Yep. And then you find out that LJ was gaslighting you the whole time.
Yeah. So I looked a little bit into that documentary thing, and it's like a lot of people are saying one thing and the other about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I'm not super interested. Like, okay, I will say one thing. It's like a lot of people act like Sam Hyde is the funniest motherfucker of all time. But I don't know. I never really found Sam Hyde specifically particularly funny. Like I never found him not unfunny. But
I'm the same way. It's like I actually really respect a lot of him because there's a lot of things he's done that are really funny. But I can't watch all of his content in that kind of way because a lot of it is so casual and kind of weird or boring. Like some of it is just too different, I think, or some of it's too boring.
Eh,
I don't know. It's different. It
yeah,
depends on it.
yeah.
He's got a lot of hits and a
It's
few misses.
just yeah. It's I mean, like good examples like there was the whole TED talk where he got up on stage and he had like literal Roman body armor that he bought from Party City and it's just there
Yeah.
reading it out. And
Uh-huh.
like I mean, like as a concept, like that's pretty funny, but as the execution, I'm just kind of a little bit like, that's all right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually really that's one of the ones that stands out to me personally. I really like he really hit every single awkward, cringy note that you could with that, which I appreciate
Yeah.
I think what's also funny is the fact that he was hitting it so hard, and someone really should have asked him to just stop, and nobody did.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah,
shocked. You
actually,
could tell he was
I will
surprised nobody did.
Yeah, I mean, I do think I will agree that that part's pretty funny, but it's like, I don't know, it's just like, well, I like the concept better than the execution. I guess that's
Right.
the best way to describe a lot of Sam Hyde stuff for me.
Fair enough.
But like even then though, it's like a lot. Like I saw the clip, like I didn't see the whole thing, but I did see a clip of like how Sam Hyde completely responded to the iDubbbz thing, and some people act like the whole entire like iDubbbz, like like people are going back and forth on if or if not iDubbbz was just tone deaf and bring up the copyright strike thing or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, or not, but I still feel like Sam Hyde's response to it was still like really weird, honestly.
Uh, kind of. It was like he didn't play it off. I think it was fine to start, but the fact that he held on to it so hard, it seemed like he was really trying to. It almost was like he was trying to make iDubbbz feel really weird and bad about it. It seemed almost deliberate
Yeah,
that he was like trying to elicit or make iDubbbz more uncomfortable about it than
I don't know.
natural.
Like
Because
some
to
people say that
start,
moment made iDubbbz look what?
well, it did make items look weird when he kind of pushed it and was like, I'm not sure I believe you. Like, is it really that hard to believe that someone who does as many weird things as Sam would forget that he copyright claimed someone and told him that he'd only take it down if he could bench press this much or something like that? That was what he said. He responded to items back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
send me a video you've bench pressing this and I'll release the claim.
I mean, that's
Just
I don't know.
My bad.
I feel like that's so particularly weird that maybe I don't know. On that one, memory is such a really hard talking point thing
yeah.
because of the fact that people's standards of like what memory is very different for other people.
What are you
Like
doing?
yeah. We have a call in 5 minutes. Okay, with who?
That actually works out because we're
Oh, amazing. An ideas on there? Okay, yeah. Oh, well, I'm on stream right now. It's like,
Well, we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah,
That's actually a good
yeah,
time to
okay,
wrap up.
Should Caleb be there or is it just us? Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I need to get off for a call soon, but yeah. So hopefully I give you a lot of content to work with, and I wasn't too boring. Been doing a lot of looking at things recently.
Yeah,
But,
no, we had a good discussion.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. All I was just going to say though on that clip is it's just like
I'm editing.
like I don't know, from what I've seen,
It's
like
not
I would
working.
I need to sit down and watch the whole thing in context, but the clip I saw from it, it just felt like Sam Hyde got like a little
Larson
too
says
weirded
that
out
keeps
about it,
reading.
while I felt like it was just kind of more of like your response, like if it was me and that was my response, I would have just said like, oh, I would just been like, oh lol, oh lol, sorry that I did that, but I think you understand that, but yeah, and I would say like, yeah, it's like I'm sorry I did that. Like I didn't want to blow the long-term joke, so that's why I did it. And it's like sorry about that. Like I hope you understand. Like I would have done something like along those lines or something like that.
Yeah.
Or if I like that I did that in retrospect, I would have been like, yeah, sorry I did that. My bad. But yeah. What the other charger
Yeah.
over here?
Well, I
Yeah.
agree, but again, he's a very
Yeah.
weird individual with the way he interacts with certain things. So seeing them, especially seeing iDubbbz, who is trying to do one of his more conventionally in-depth and really discussion and sort of emotion-based documentaries that's really trying to kind of personalize and learn something about each individual he's doing. It very much clashed in a very interesting way, I think. But But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a weird thing.
No.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Let's see. I'm just trying to find the I need to be in a work hall, so I'm trying to find the work hall thing for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, need to find it. Where is it? Yeah.
I like that.
Anything you need to say before I hop off?
Well, I like that Osos took me into context talking about some of Sam's content being too casual. He said Sam Hyde is too casual. Quote Callan LF. That's not what I said. You know what I mean. Some of it. He says a lot of content now that's very motivational and slightly and just discussion based, and some of it gets more boring than others. But he's interesting guy.
I heard like a lot of debate of like some people like we're going back and forth on this, like either it's a problem that push back on the IW's point of like, you should be more obvious when you're telling a joke rather than Sam is like, oh yeah, no, it's like not always. I have mixed opinions on that point, like on that talking point, but I want to know, like, Caleb, what's your opinion on that whole
My
thing?
opinion is that like it really depends on how you want to characterize yourself and the consequences you're going to pull from it. The consequence from Sam Hyde is something that he openly admits and accepts that. I think it's something that he probably had to learn after the Adult Swim show, that like he's doing that. He can never have a real proper career because he can never be that kind of clean face that can balance, certain brand loyalties, certain being kind of a face of things. If you're fully accepting of that, I think that the people can know that as who you are. That you'll never really know who they are, and that they're always going to be doing some kind of a joke in some way, and you really have to be earnest with them and unpretentious if you want to see a side of them that's more serious and not in any way doing a joke. Because there is a documentary about Sam Hyde's history that some guy did. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. A guy did, and he actually got an interview with Sam, and it was a pretty standard, straightforward interview for the most part afterward.
That's actually interesting.
Yeah, so you can look that up, but the guy's name is Porcelain, and it's just a lot. It's mostly about his history of losing the Adult Swim gig, but it's still an interesting documentary and look at his history. So yeah, it's like Sam Hyde is fully. I think that it depends. You just have to know what you're gonna get out of it. So. I ultimately think.
Anyway, sorry to cut you off, but I really gotta get going. Like, the call is like literally starting right now.
Yep.
Sorry.
Sounds good. All right. Take care. Peace. All right, guys. I guess we're gonna wrap. We've built this thing. I'm probably gonna move this in my living room now. Jojo, do you have anything you would like to say as we end things here?
Stay in drugs and don't do school.
Who remembers Old versus New Bionicle? Oh, thanks. Yeah, those were my old sketches I did. I think you're talking about those ones, the old versus new. Yeah, I did those for the G2 sets as just funny little bits. And they're some of my most popular videos to this day. So I'm glad you remember them. Oh, but yep, we're going to wrap up. Stay to drugs, don't do school, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.
That's a quote from JoJo. Remember that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll see you. Maybe JoJo won't come back because he's fired because he keeps breaking my stuff. Thinks he's so genius and he knocks it all over.
Well, it was good ideas. Look at that.
Part of me, just for the meme of ending the stream, wanted to knock this whole thing right off the table. But
Let's do it.
no.